Welcome to the BYB Podcast. That stands for the Backyard Boys. And in the house. Hell yes. Thank you, Garrett, for that spectacular backup. Hell yeah. Welcome to the show. Yingwei's in the house. How's it going, buddy?
Great. Going great.
Look at you. Doing great so far. What's up with the shirt you got there?
I am sporting my Buc-ee's colors. Buc-ee's, of course, the truck stop of America. Buc-ee's.
What are you want Jake Hudson to ask for the fucking link? You know he's going to ask for it if you're wearing a shirt like that, especially if you got some yeah. No, nobody wants him on here, huh? How dare you? He's a nice young man. He likes, what are they called? The Buc-ee's Nuggets? Is it Nuggets?
They do make nuggets. I've never had them, but they make them.
I've never even been to a Buc-ee's. Did you go to the Buc-ee's to get your shirt, or did you order special?
I got the shirt at the Buc-ee's. My wife is a Buc-ee's aholic, if there is such a
enthusiast, if you will.
Very enthusiastic about Buc-ee's, much more so than she is about her husband, Yingwei Mountain Street.
Yeah, that's why you're here tonight, right? To keep you out of her fucking hair, keep you out of the fridge, out of her hair, making a nuisance.
Some would say I'm locked in my office. Others would say I'm locked out of the bedroom. Either way, I'm here.
Well, at least you're not locked in the closet. That's why that's why you're here. That's right. Yeah, Jessica Flatcat. I know. What's her name? Scotty Tuchan. She used to she would send Jake Hudson like care packages with Buc-ee's, whatever nuggets. I guess that's what they are. Awesome. Yeah. Shout out to Jessica Flatcat. Shout out to our homie, of course, Scotty Tuchan.
Bless your heart.
Bless Scotty Tooth. Bless your heart. Wonderful lady. I can't wait to meet her at Hackam Mania. So many developments going on with Hackam Mania too. I'm getting excited. It seems like every person I've been talking to lately is making a large effort to get over to Hackam Mania. So I do think I will actually get to meet a large portion of the people that are fans, not just of Melton, but of hanging out with the quad, man. It's all about the quad, right, Yingwei?
I might even chisel off my ankle bracelet and make an appearance myself. I'm looking seriously at this. It's a long trip, but I might be willing to make it.
Hell yeah, man. You were talking about not being able to do that one because you have other trips going on, but you could squeeze this one in. That would be fucking
I'm going to
awesome.
try to squeeze. I'm not much of a squeezer, but for this, I might be able to make an exception. We'll see. Looking forward to it.
Black Cat, same thing. Flat Cat, she was saying she's not going to be able to come out there. Gosh darn you, Flat Cat. How dare you not show up to the Hack Mania? It's going to be off the Hizzy. Looks like we might even have a bunch of other action going on out there. I don't know if you've been keeping up with all the Steel Toe versus Melton boxing match to death. there at Hackam Mania. I'm curious if that'll end up happening.
Now, that's a thing?
Yeah. Apparently, what Aaron was saying was that he wanted to do 5. He wanted to take on 5 men.
At Hackam Mania or just in general?
Yeah, that's a very good question, Yingwei. That's when he said it, that's what I kind of assumed. I was like,
I think the subconscious might have been talking there a little bit. I don't know.
Yes,
he kind of looks like he could take on 5 men anytime. To me, I don't know.
He is the beggy monster, and we know he likes to beg for that jism. Not just Nick Rekieta, but apparently he does. He wants to take all comers.
Well, that's interesting, I guess.
Well, you just said you're coming.
That's true, but I don't have any intentions of getting anywhere near that maybe not PDF, but that guy, that man, that.
What about Kayla? How close would you like to get to Kayla? Kayla Rekieta.
I don't know.
Lady Rackets.
I'm not sure if I know who she is. I've seen pictures of her beau, but I have not seen pictures of her. I don't think so.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. I don't know.
That kind of blows me away. Gosh darn it. Are you going to make me fucking do work right now and pull
I lead a very sheltered life, Qua. You have to understand. I go through life much like this. I'm the see no evil poster child, actually.
No, you watch all the stuff in the Dabbleverse, so therefore you are up on all the evil. So I don't know what you're trying to pull with me right now, but that's not true.
Well, I don't watch nearly as much as you might think I do, but I try. I find myself here most times, and
yeah, it's
kind of curtails my
part of your fucking job now, man.
Yes. I'll try harder, boss. I'll try harder. Don't beat me.
Yeah, what's going on with my computer? I'm getting pissed off at this thing. Yeah, right before we started, of course, my computer froze half to death. I don't know why that is. It's a mystery. Like all computer stuff is a huge freaking mystery to me at this point. And now I see this not even a tab available. This is insane. All right, I guess I can do it a different way. Do I actually care about showing you Lady Rackets? Not that much, honestly.
I don't really have that much of an interest to see her, but geez, if you're halfway there, carry on. If you're not, let's move on to the next thing.
What do you mean halfway there? You sound like Aaron, you fucking beggy monster. No, I'm halfway there, halfway to coming. Indeed. All right, let's do this. Nick Rekieta. Yeah. What is it, Kayla? Kayla, is it?
I believe you said her name was Kayla.
Oh, I believe I did too.
Let's go to the judges.
See, we need to start a poll question. And that's what G-Rob's into these days. She wants, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Of course there's pictures of her. Your boy didn't do too bad, did he?
Ladies and gentlemen, Quad will be with you momentarily.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I was just waiting for you.
I've been here the whole time. Don't you?
I've never seen her before.
Me, young man. She's the one on top.
She's not the black
dude? Guess that. Sluts Who Cut. New London Evangelical Covenant Church. But yeah, that is her face indeed. There you go.
She looks surprised.
Yeah, I don't know why. She's not. Aaron's not the only person that's ever taken on 5 people at a time. Allegedly, they've went to, what is it called, hedonism in down there in Jamaica. Oh, here we go. This is a much nicer picture of her. Aw, look at the lovely couple.
She looks malnourished.
She just looks thin. I think she's like 5 foot tall, so she's a very small person in stature. Where Nick is a very
5 foot.
Yeah, he's tall. Yeah, no, he's like 6 foot tall apparently, and he wants a piece of the action, which is Aaron Imholt. Apparently, he wants to have a boxing match. He wants to be one of the 5. I think the 5 that Aaron named was Lady Carla, Lady K. Tuki, which is a bedabbler.
Okay, so Tuki himself, Tuki the puppet, or Tuki the puppet master?
The Puppet Master, of course. Okay, yeah, it would be kind of no. Like if you watched this little piggy today. Yeah, well, if you watched this little piggy from today, you would have actually have seen a puppet in a boxing. Yeah, he had headgear on, and yeah, it was pretty funny, dude. We can check that out too. I'm sure everybody watched this little piggy from today, but apparently you don't watch anything or keep up on anything. So you're a lot like these people that come on my show where I just have to.
The blacks.
No, they're not really that black. I mean, seriously.
I'm a clean slate, Quad.
Huh?
I'm a clean slate.
Clean slate.
Clean slate. I've got nothing inside my head.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that is good. At least you're capable of learning things. That's always a positive.
They do say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So, we'll see about whether I'm capable of learning things. But
right. Yeah.
I know who Steel Toe is. And now I know who the woman you said, whatever the hell her name was. See, I've already forgotten her name. Ricketta's girlfriend.
Kayla Ricketta.
Kayla, sorry. Ricketts.
All right. So anyway, I mean, I'll be going to Hackam Mania, and I'm hoping to God that I get to meet the famous Kayla Ricketta, right? And not just Kayla, but yeah.
Has Kayla made any kind of indication as to whether she's coming to the show?
Not Kayla, but Nick did. He did indeed say that he would love to come down there and box. We actually have a clip from that.
Oh, so anyway, so you were saying that Steel Toe had indicated he wanted to fight Tuki, i.e. Rocco.
Right.
Ricketta, that's 2. Who were the other 3 of the 5?
Wow, everything's all fucked up on my OBS. Look at this, man. We are having technical difficulties right now. Pew, pew. Yeah, no, we don't want. No, that's not a pew 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 pew. No? We do not want technical difficulties. What are you doing here, man? This is insane. I don't know why my OBS decided to take a shit right as the show was starting. I guess I could have checked this too. Indeed. But yeah, you can't even see Tuki, so I'm gonna have to fix this. All right.
Rochi told me to fill time when you were having problems, but he didn't say how. I guess I'm doing this all wrong.
I mean, you're trying, and that's all that matters, right? Yeah. No, actually, I'll doing stuff would be great.
The pew pew was not my best shot, I guess.
No, it's not your best shot. Yeah, I don't know why that would happen like that. That's weird, man. Yeah, this is a trip.
Can you get a hold of tech support? Hello.
Well, I got to fix it now, man. There's nothing else I can do. Okay, so anyway, I would love to meet you. I would love to meet all the people that hang out with us in Discords. Of course, I want to meet Nick Ricketta. The boxing match, that would be fucking amazing if that were to happen.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Or the likelihood of that happening, probably not, but we'll go through that stuff.
I wasn't really crazily interested in a lot of the attractions that they had announced for the Hackam Mania shows, but I was more interested in meeting some of the folks. But I got to say, if he actually can pull off this boxing match, that's a get. That's something I wouldn't mind watching.
Right. But we all know what Aaron does. He gaslights everyone. So he makes everyone think that he's the one that wants to have it happen. But in reality, I know, everybody knows Aaron's kind of a poon.
Can we just get 5 guys to beat him up? I mean, that would serve the same purpose. Of course, it'd be an assault charge.
Just send people down to beat him up, like Cheeto.
Yeah. I mean, gently. Or not.
All right, we can play this now. But before we play this, welcome to the stage, Dabbleverse Music, allegedly. Yes, sir. How can we help you today?
Yes, hello. Is this gay radio request? I'd like to request the Slipknot song because only queers like Slipknot.
How dare you? How dare you, sir?
I think I recognize that radio fan's voice. I've heard that.
Do you now?
I've heard that before.
What do you recognize about it?
It's gay, and it likes music.
Let's see.
I'm gonna have to think on that.
There you go. All right, let's play just a second of it.
Sounds good.
You're getting into. Oh no! Anyway, we've responded and we've given him everything he's asked for, and now
come eater. How do you like that? Come eater.
Oh, here he comes.
It's pretty bad, man. I don't know what you think about that outfit, but that's insane.
We're just waiting to hear back. He's got to set it up. He wants contracts drafted. He said that they would get those done at the Rotary Club, and then he realized he meant notary, but that still doesn't make sense because that's not what it is.
Okay.
Wow, this could be big.
All right, you get the idea. But yes, welcome back to the stage. What do we got here now? We got feedback. I know that.
I'm not gay. You're gay. You're queer.
That sounded gay.
You got me. You got me, big dog. How dare you?
It's right on the tip of my tongue.
What?
The name. The name. No, not the gay guy. That's disgusting. His name. Go on. Keep going. I'll get it.
No worries. I'm just having some serious technical difficulties. I actually have to fix something else now. This is going swimmingly.
Great.
That's the thing about this kind of stuff. So anyway, the ladies we want to meet, like, do you have any specific females you want to meet there? I know you're married. I just meant like.
Well, I mean, I don't know who's going. I mean, I would like to meet any of the females from the Dabbleverse because I think they all deserve a medal for being able to stand in the sausage fest that is the Dabbleverse. I mean, what is it? Right. 99% men and 1% female women. I mean, that's pretty. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, when I look at the analytics on my show, yes, that's pretty much it. Correct.
And to be able to stand up and not only exist in that field, but to actually make a name for yourself and to be respected and respectable, I think it's pretty cool. So I'd like to meet all of them.
Yeah, I mean, we're working on it right now, being respectable and respected by how good we are at tech. Yeah, man, this is like a Chad Zumach win by 2 radio fucking show right now, isn't it?
We are doing it.
A little bit. How's this look?
Looks
all
great.
Right. Holy shit, I think we can work with that. God, what a doofus, man. Holy shit.
I think you're doing a great job, Quad.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate the hell out of that, indeed. Yeah, respect these nuts. I love it. Everybody hit the like button. For what reason, I have no idea.
What's not to like?
Yes, hit the like button, smash to subscribe, and of course, turn on the notifications for this channel because anytime we go live, you will be notified. That's what it's all about. You got to be here or be queer, right, guys? That's right. I'm glad you agreed with me there. That's what you're here for, Yingwei, just to agree with everything I say.
That's what I'm here for. And you're right, Quad.
Flat Cat Jessica, I think Quad will get laid? That's a fucking great question. Great question.
Should we put that poll up? Not your poll.
Like, will Quad Father get laid? Or do I, like, the question has to be worded a little differently than does a little Quad think he's getting laid, right? Because little Quad's got a mind of his own. Like,
he always thinks he's getting laid. He probably thinks he's getting laid right now.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. Yeah, it's just me and you here, Yingwei. That would be kind of awkward getting laid with you here.
Hello. I don't know what's going on with my camera, but yeah. So look, I'm over here. You're over there. What goes on in your part of the world is your thing, but you might be able to actually get little Quad some action at this show. I mean, it's Las Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I mean, anything could happen.
Possible, right?
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I think that's.
All right. Holy shit! I think we're actually back to square one.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Malware's back. Oh no. Okay, he's being actually kind of nice. He's not destroying me, so that's good. He's not bringing up all those mean topics that really break my heart. Muttering Jay, what time is Cheese coming on? Muttering Jay, come on, man. You know that Cheese can't come on anymore, dude. Literally cannot come on ever again. Because he is a confirmed POS that fucking puts his hands on ladies inappropriately without their permission. And unlike Quadfather, he's not a gentleman. So no, he will not be coming on now, tonight, anytime ever. Nowhere in the near future will this guy be coming on whatsoever. So just take that out of your mind right now.
I do understand he's going to be on some of the competing shows. So, run across the dial. He might be someplace else.
Who's going to have him on?
I hear certain things about a certain Campbell's Soup related show that's sponsored by a certain soup company.
Oh, Superti. Yeah, Superti. Yeah, okay. Yeah, whatever. He just hangs out in their Discord, and they just pull up the Discord for the entire show. So that's mainly why they're there. Indeed.
On is on,
Peter's type. Quad has to put in. Yes. Quad has to test the merchandise, as they say. Quad has to have ladies put his hands on them for him. No, I mean, I can do it. Come on, man. Give me a little bit credit. My hands do move. Come on, dude. I hear a lot of people say that, he's a fake quad. He's a paraplegic. No, not exactly. Quad is a true quadriplegic. So
is he saying that you render other people paralyzed? I mean, I think the women are capable of putting their hands on you just fine if they want to.
Yeah, I would sing a song right now if I only knew one, right? I'm not paralyzed. Nice podcast, stupid $2. Hackam Mania gals. Who's gonna work Quad's joystick? Ayo! There it is. There was a joke in there somewhere. I figured someone could. No, stop! Not the black one. I do not. I denounce that comment. I am not going to be with. I don't think there's going to be any black people there. Is there? Maybe.
Employees, probably.
So, like you said, like 90% of the fans of the Dabbleverse probably are guys. And I would think the same thing about black folk, too. I think we got Big Black, Greg, and that's pretty much it. That wraps up all of them. Oh, Miss New York. I think we have 3 blacks. Godfrey doesn't count because he's not really part of the Dabbleverse. He goes on MLC here and there, but that's about it.
We have Blackachew, who wears his chef.
He's cap. Not really part of the Dabbleverse. See, he just does his own little Twitch stream, and every once in a while ends up on one of these shows. I think he is a Steel Toe fan, or has been in the past, but I don't think he is anymore. So yeah, absolutely.
Let's discriminate against him then.
Discriminate. It's very discriminatory.
That's what we'll do.
No, she's got. They have to have discretion, not discrimination. It's a little bit different. Same concept though.
Gummo dude.
Women.
Gummo dude just hit one. Cardiff's Kids. Can't forget Cardiff's Kids.
If you have Huel's shirt, you can fuck up a show like Jake Hudson for an hour. Hey, yo.
Thank you.
Yeah, so, a lot of people like to make fun of that shirt that our wonderful, beautiful Jessica Flatcat got me, but also we do know for a fact that your shirt is just as gay as the one she got you. So there's that. If only I would have worn my gay shirt tonight, we could have been matching gays. Indeed.
I have enough gay shirts to keep this show going for the next 3 years. So bring it on.
Fair enough. Yeah, and Rachel. Where were you, Rachel? Where were you when we was starting the show? Why weren't you here to check out this horrible shirt he's wearing?
What's your excuse, Rachel?
Mine's way nicer.
Yes, this is my Bucky shirt, and you weren't here to see it. I should take it off, but not now.
Decline host. Hey, Clapper, I don't know where you get these Discord loser co-hosts from. Actually, you just said it. You said, I don't know. I got him from Discord. You said it. He's obviously a pedo. How dare you say Yingwee's obviously a pedo? That's
he
not
got me from the house of damaged co-hosts.
I got him from the house of ill repute.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's
stop
bantering about and being goofy fuckers. And yes, CJ Brown, I indeed found him on Craigslist. It was an ad for free comedians. Any free comedians available? Speaking of comedians, we got one in the backstage. Let's bring him on now. Welcome to the stage, Pat Dixon, the man of the hour.
Oh, hey man, yeah, you can say free comedian. I'm free, obviously. What's up, Quad? What's up, Liam? How you doing?
Good morning.
Got him immediately coming in hot. That's what a professional comedian. That's why he's a pro.
Thank you for being the first person who hasn't jumped in here and called me Mike Buschetti.
I'm not sure it's an upgrade though.
Well, I mean, I'll take anything at this point. Recognition is recognition. You know, it is what it is.
Isn't Yngwie Malmsteen? Is that like he's one of your great guitarists, isn't he?
Well, I'm actually a Bob Levy mispronunciation. It's Yngwie Malmsteen. But yeah, you call it what you want.
Yngwie Malmsteen. Okay.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
But yes, Pat Dixon on to serenade us and play the piano or something along those lines.
I'm sure, isn't it? I just start touching the keys out of just because it's there. You know, my bad.
No, I like it, man. I watch your streams and I enjoy watching you play piano and bullshit. It's actually it works out very well if you ask me. So I have no complaints about that.
Some people hate it. Not a lot of people just hate me, period. But I mean, a lot of people, you know, like if you start playing piano when people are talking and shit, it's like it really like seems to be a pet peeve for some people. But I'm glad you like it. Yeah, we do it on Rumble all the time, 5 days a week, 6 days a week. I'll be on tonight.
Hell yeah, you will. Yeah, everybody
go fall asleep too. I encourage people turn on and just go to bed.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in bars with the correct atmosphere and the smoky bar. I grew up in the 80s and 90s and stuff, and that was a lot more common. Do they even really have such a thing? Because there are no smoky bars anymore. There's no smoking allowed. That's kind of lame, huh?
Just mine. That's it.
Yeah.
Used to smoke clubs. I smoked on stage for the first few years I was on stage. And then when I quit, my hand would just automatically come up to my face all the time because there was no cigarette there, but it was such a fucking habit. I mean, I was like, I didn't know what to do with it. It's like it would just collide with my face. That's a true story. It sounds dumb, but it's actually real. I looked like a mental case for about a year.
Yeah. The R-tard, the R-tard look. Why does that guy keep slapping himself in the face? That's kind of weird. Yeah, that's a weird gimmick for a comedian to have. Just slaps himself every once in a while, like
It was a soft collision, you know, but a collision. We got snow down here, man. So, like in the south, that's pretty much a thought. Any snow is a snowstorm.
I did see a picture Anthony Cumia put on Twitter today, and he had just a skiff up there in South Carolina. But yeah, you're down there in Chattanooga. That I always want to say it like that. Ooga, you know, like
like the old
auga, like that old cartoon. Chattanooga.
Yep.
Yeah, so you guys got a little bit of snow there too, huh?
Yeah, 3 to 7 inches supposed to be for the weekend.
3 to 7 inches. That's what she said. Hello.
I'm just the guy to measure it.
Yeah, I seen. We got a bunch of friends down in Texas too, and they're all they don't know what to do with themselves. There's ice on the road. I can't go for a drive. That stuff will kill you, especially that black ice. There's nothing more dangerous than black ice.
It will take your wallet.
It'll take your life in a split second. All of a sudden, you'll be dead. That's just what happens You can't trust black ice, man. It's the most dangerous of all the ices.
Oh, man, you fall out of your car, it'll steal your wallet. You know, it's the worst.
Absolutely. Yeah. So of course, man, you are the man of the hour, mainly because I hate doing this to you because it seems like I ask you to come on every fucking time that psychopath chick comes on MLC and says shit about you. It's kind of unfortunate. One of these days I'll actually just ask you on just because I want you on, not because the redhead in question is on MLC every time.
I think those days are over, though. You know, I mean, like,
yeah.
I don't know what else to say. I have nothing further, and you know, like, I had nothing to begin with. You know, I mean, I went a year, didn't say anything, and then you know, we had to do all this shit in order for this to stop. So yeah, I'm glad that this would be a good time. This would be a good stopping point. I mean, everybody's sick of it, you know, and you know, believe me, I have no interest in any further aggressions or anything like that. I mean, that's it's over. It's really over.
But you are going to AC, correct? You are going to be driven up there by a certain individual, and you will be attending the
car
involved, correct?
Even if there's somebody else's car involved, I can drive. I don't have to be driven places. Okay, that's a Kevin Brennanism, you know. Oh, you had to drive him? No. I can drive. But
you driving me crazy. Maybe that's what he was thinking.
I lived in Manhattan for 16 years, and then you know, financially, after I lost the work and everything, you know, shit turned around. Whatever. I didn't buy a car right away. Okay. I mean, like, who moves out of Manhattan with a car? I don't know. But whatever. Yeah, I don't. But the point was AC. And yeah, I may go. I may not. I don't know. I don't think it's any big deal one way or the other. I mean, like, I don't think if somebody's afraid of me up there, I'm not trying to, like, be a fucking creepy, obsessive, you know, whatever. I mean, like, it's not like that. But I mean, shit, I may go. I'm leaning no, but, you know, who knows? I'm not gonna say I'm not going.
Good. And please don't say that you're not going from here till the Super Bowl. Don't say just leave that in the ether. Let it just marinate out there, you know.
I may go. I mean, like, you know, I mean, why wouldn't I? It's, you know, it could be fun. There's only it's only a month away, right? So
yeah, exactly. Is Taz, can I ask that? Yeah, I'm going to ask it. Whether or not you give me an answer, I guess is up to you. Are you and Taz a thing? Are you?
No, we're not dating. No, we're not dating. Right. I mean,
but I feel obligated to ask that, and I know it's kind of rude to me, but
well, the thing is like nobody was thinking about that at all until, you know, the thing started being raised by an ex. You know, that's why I'm so like, you know, like the question, I'm so opaque on it. You know, I mean, like I guess by saying no, that's not being opaque, or that's being what transparent, I guess. But like, it's also nobody's business, because like she came on and started saying all this shit about I was dating her while we were together. Oh, look at Schmuel.
Do you know Schmuel?
Like, completely broke my train of thought.
Sorry, pal.
It's like WC Fields is here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, back to Taz. You were talking about having a relationship with Taz, etc.
Right. I mean, you tell me. Has she had a black eye? No. Does she have any broken ribs? No. Clearly, we're not dating.
Good one. Love it. Yeah, that's the answer. Those are the kind of answers we want to hear. Schmuel Buckman, I don't know if you know Pat, but welcome on,
good
Buckman.
Pat and I are good together. Go ahead.
Schmuel and I actually are dating.
Absolutely. I know Schmuel Buckman does have some answers about AC. I don't know. I did kind of want to get into the Felicia stuff before we talked about AC, but hey, if we get into the AC stuff first, that would be fine too. You probably have a hard out at what time, Pat?
Whenever I want.
Okay, fair enough.
You're a grown ass adult.
Yeah, I'm a grown ass man. I do what I want. I go where I please. AC included, indeed. Yeah, so if you're around for a little bit, maybe we'll talk about that now. Shades Kyle, Pat, I met you many times. You even let me massage your calves. Is it true you hate us blacks?
Obviously not. I'll let any black massage my calves. Calf massager. No, I don't hate blacks at all. Look, I mean, it's always funny for racial comedy is always funny. So I don't know who told you that. I
agree,
blacks, but like I like to joke about. I don't like to joke as much about the Jews lately, but I'll joke about blacks and others, but especially blacks.
So you're laying off the Jewish folks because everybody's kind of ragging on them, half the country at least, I should say.
It's gotten really serious. You can't tell that somebody who's kidding from somebody who's like actually genuinely super pissed off about Jews. I'm always like, which Jews are you talking about? Like what? It's there's a lot of Jews. I mean, not that many, way too many, of course, but I mean, there's not that many, worldwide. What are they?
Facts.
There's hardly any.
Yeah, there's small percentage of the population, but they run everything. No, they actually don't if you look into the numbers, but it's easy to say that. They might run a few sectors, but not all of them. So.
But they don't run them as Jews. I mean,
right.
Per se, right? I mean, I think that their Jewishness is incidental, isn't it?
Probably. And what do? You make fun of a race that's successful and like does good things. I don't know, man. No, they run the porn industry and they're forcing everyone to watch porn. Wait a minute. They're forcing people to watch porn? How does that work exactly?
Put it out there for free.
Yeah. I feel like I feel like there's a gun to my head every night.
Quit whacking it, Yingwei. Indeed.
Yeah, they won't let me.
Put a wide variety of free pornographic content out there. Yeah, there's no.
It's all the Jews' fault.
Does anybody pay for porn anymore?
Suckers.
I don't think that's even a thing.
People. Who's that guy on Long Island who is so obsessed with porn? I think his name is Michael something.
Oh, Michael Gavin, Ali.
Yeah, Michael Gavin.
Oh, Ali. God. Jesus. Yeah, that guy's a freak. We've had him on the show a couple times. He used to go in a compound all the time, but he still calls into Bedabbler's show, Tuki. He constantly rattles their telephone lines and says something very creepy, and then they're like, all right, that's good enough, Michael. Bye. And he calls in once a week to give his porn.
I suspect, he's paying for porn along the line. I think he might be the one guy. Since you asked, Schmuel.
Hey, Pat, did you catch MLC yesterday? Your ex-girlfriend, Ron Fuddle, had the super chat machine going. Brrr! Oh, no! Oh, don't forget. Gino still ain't got no money. My wife is sleeping with a Jew.
Oh, terrible.
That's an update. My wife is sleeping with a Jew. That's kind of a curiouser situation there. Sorry about your luck there, Dan. But yeah, let's get straight into it, man. I'll play this thing on a time and a half, and we won't watch the entire thing, I'm thinking, but absolutely. Yeah. In your defense, Pat, a lot of people have said that you're a psycho and she's a psycho, but in my opinion, I just kind of see that she got exposed yesterday, and it seems like the entire MLC world may have turned on her finally. And seeing her true colors, because she gave up the ghost a little bit and gave that private information that indeed she has been obsessing about you to the nth degree. We've all known about that. I think a lot of other people that have been defending her finally came to the realization that she's just a fucking psycho, which I think you've known for a very long time. So
yeah, I mean, that's one way of putting it.
Nothing says stay away from me more than super chatting, saying you want to meet.
After everything that's happened, I think that's what the hardest thing on her credibility really is, just that like I want nothing more to do with him. I hate him, and all the just a lot of bad things about me that weren't true. And now, like, yeah, you want to get together and all that stuff. So that was kind of the whole reason for the season. No fucking information was exposed. I wasn't trying to dox anybody. I was just saying, I know who you are, and stop. This just needs to stop.
It would stop. So Felicia, all she ever wanted you to do is just say that you never loved her. So right now you actually have the chance to tell her that to yourself. Because Felicia, welcome.
I can't say it.
Well,
I mean, like
no, she's right. She's here right now. You could tell it to her face. So Felicia, welcome. Pat wants to tell you something.
I'm Felicia Gillespie. My cunt smells.
Oh, stop. It does not stop. Why would she say
Where'd she go?
I have no idea.
She ran away.
Oh, damn it.
She's a hard one to catch. I would imagine.
We're going to have yet another exclusive on this Friday night show. Yeah.
We just did. We did. We had Felicia and Pat on the same show.
And we know her cunt smells, which
was
is
that Citizen M? Is that who that actually was?
No, that's easy. That's easy. That's an Irish gentleman from across the pond.
Oh, wait, that wasn't Felicia?
Yeah. No, I mean, it was in a way. I'm sure that's exactly how it would have played out if Felicia would have shown up.
Don't blow Yingwei's mind.
Yeah, I'm getting confused here. We'll talk after.
Yeah. I can't give up my characters on the show. They come in. We shouldn't say who it was.
I keep getting catfished on this damn Dabbleverse. It's driving me crazy.
I do like this. We could start off with that, which is Pat Dixon's very own Twitter. Look, Ron Fuddle says, check your email. And at that moment, I'm getting an email from Felicia's actual Gmail account. Ron Fuddle is Felicia, period. End of story. Indeed.
Yeah, it's true.
True. But yeah, did you get a chance to watch all of this, or are you pretty up to speed on this one at least?
This is the one from the other day.
Yesterday.
Thursday. Oh, was she on a second time in a row?
Oh, okay, maybe it was the other day.
Thursday?
Yeah, I got confused on the day.
I caught it, yeah.
My brain's a little.
Look at his floating headphones, man. That's wild.
No, someone said to go along with all the banana talk that we throw at Brennan. Someone did say it looks like overripened banana laying on your head, which is so fucking perfect.
That is great.
That is fantastic.
So yeah, in solidarity with his wife, as we have said in the past, she's a
black one.
A big, gigantic gorilla or whatever. Who knows what? No, she's a good-looking lady. We've seen pictures of her behind Stuttering John on the wall behind him. He's shown her picture a few times, but yeah. Shout out to Zuli Brennan, is it? Zuli Beth, I think it is. Yeah, I'm sure she does like to throw a few bananas at that guy here and there, right? Well deserved.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what goes on in the Brennan house. I really don't want to know. And I'm sure he's a great father and a great husband.
Yes, absolutely.
At least
I would imagine
a friend.
They just want him to quiet down a little bit. He's in the other room screaming. What else are you gonna do? Quiet him down, throw some banana. Okay, so you're a comedian and you probably know about fruits and vegetables being thrown at you if you don't live up to the hype on stage.
I always kill.
You'd never
living up to the Pat Dixon hype is never hard.
Okay, you're not like Stevie Lou. You don't get tomatoes thrown at you every time you're on stage.
No, man. Stevie Lou's not really a stand-up. I mean, that's
his new nickname is Stevie Tomatoes because he gets tomatoes chucked at him.
Those aren't Those aren't tomatoes. Those are nunchucks.
Oh yes,
no nunchucks.
Yes, yeah.
The black ice got him with the nunchucks.
Yes.
Speaking of black eyes, shout out to Kenyatta for doing the Lord's work, as we say around here at BYB.
Community service.
doing the work I can't do. Literally, I can't break his arm with a nunchuck. So I appreciate anybody that's willing to do it for me.
If he laid down on the ground, I bet you could. You'd drive over him a few times.
Fair. Good point. Yes, driving incidents.
I feel like we're in the beginning of this.
Oh, and we got KB here today too. KB, who has to choose today. KB must choose. Is it Chad Zumach or Melton? You decide, KB. You and your big fucking tits, indeed. Yeah, that's another
choice.
No, I choose both of them. I choose the left one and the right one, if you know what I'm saying.
Fucking tits.
Indeed. She does have great assets and knockers.
Who does?
KB, the wonderful KB.
The other KB.
No, not Kevin Bryan. Not that KB. The KB with the actual Bumblebee as her profile name.
Oh, I was so confused.
That one.
Okay, thank you.
That one.
Wow,
that lady.
They're almost symmetrical.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there could be a picture of her face somewhere, but that's not important. Faces aren't that important, especially when you got a great chest like that.
That's a great color on her.
Yes.
Yeah. White.
I think it was.
I thought it was green.
No, I think there
what colors there was.
There's a lot of white on there. She's
it's peach.
She is a peach, not a Georgia peach. Though. Yeah, there's some white on there. I mean, you can see it's on there.
The target for Aaron Imholt, huh?
Yes, she's a beggy monster too.
You said an Imholt trap. So there's the bait.
Exactly. Yeah, she's a thirst trapper too, just like Aaron. She wants to gobble all the goo, all of the men. All right, let's get into this, and you're more than welcome to tell me to stop at any time that you have a comment. I think we'll play a little bit of the first, and then we'll skip ahead to where she really gives herself up, which is probably good for everybody that now she's exposed as kind of being a psycho. So let's do it.
Known.
Oh, Ron Fuddle can't disclose. All right, we're going to cover it. This is what they want. This is what they'll get. This was not prearranged. This was not set up.
Pat together and they just can't stop talking about Taz and Pat together and they just can't stop talking about Felicia.
Okay, what's your take on that, Ron Fuddle? Are they together? Are they together?
Yes. Of course, we've all heard the audio of her asking him if he wants coffee.
I thought she got him
Pat Dixon is can I get you a coffee code for hey, we're a couple now?
Yeah, of course it is.
Of course it is. Like you said earlier, too. I mean, yeah. Obviously, she's not your girlfriend. She doesn't have black eyes and broken glasses or any of those
you see
telltale signs of dating Pat Dixon.
A tooth knocked out, back of the head caved in.
Caved in.
Footprint on her face.
Right.
That kind of thing.
Soda.
Banana on her head.
She also.
Yeah, she doesn't have your tread. I'm sure they probably have a Rolodex of all the different shoes you've worn in the past and the tread that comes with, just for evidential, reasons.
I'm legendary. Look at the list of women.
Do you have to go and register your new shoes when you get them?
Yeah.
Okay, here's my tread.
What do you mean? Register them as lethal weapons?
No,
What?
Just get the tread so they have it on file. So I got some new Keds here. Yeah.
Tennessee now has a shoe registry.
That's a throwback. Keds? What? Yeah. What just happened there? I don't know. Do they make such a thing anymore? I don't.
My fingers are back.
Don't box my shoes, man.
Sorry.
So got him a soda. She's giving him all kinds of beverages down there in Tennessee.
He's parched.
Yes.
Okay. Where'd the clip go? You hack, Brennan. What the fuck, man? Learn how to do your job, Adam.
Like, no one cares about this girl. We all think she's not. No one doesn't think Felicia is in.
Does everybody think you're nuts?
Around these parts, yes. People think I'm certifiably insane.
Based on what?
Who knows?
No, do you think it's a fair take that?
Yeah, is it based on that laugh? Possibly. Yeah, the laugh itself doesn't have telltale signs of insanity. No, I don't know. It is kind of a Joker laugh. Did you ever pick up on that? I know I'm playing it in times and a half. I wanted to get through it, but was there times that she laughed at you a little insanely and you're like, holy shit?
I was always laughing at her. She's a very funny person. Like when she's not on with Brennan, just shitting on me and spinning yarns.
I would imagine she would have to be, because she does actually do a lot of comedy. She's getting picked up for a lot of gigs nowadays.
She was before the thing. I mean, like she's a solid middle is what she is. She's a solid road middle. But she hasn't really figured out what's funny about her yet. That's the problem, is that she just hasn't figured out what's funny about her, and she won't do it. I mean, that's just my evaluation of her as a comic. I mean, I'd say that about anybody who was where she's at.
I value your opinion on comedy highly. I saw your breakdown of Chad Zumach. What is it about Felicia that is funny that she's missing on, if you don't mind me asking, since we're here?
It's her personality. Her, she does voices. She's very, good in the moment and stuff like that. She's, blank stares and stuff like that. She's very good at. But it's more, it's a subtle thing. It's an ethereal thing. It's kind of it's hard to put your finger on, but it's sort of take away the stand-up element. When you're on stage, don't be like, hi, I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm here to do, and she's a little bit too derivative of other people's styles and shit, or kind of trendy stuff that's happening at the moment. She tries to, like a lot of female stand-ups, she's she doesn't understand that what makes the good ones really, really good or great is that they're not doing that stuff.
Oh, so she's probably just naturally got the sprinkles, as Gavin McGinnis might say.
Yeah, well, she can talk about as things from her life and stuff like that all she wants, but, she's not being herself. And she still doesn't really be herself, during these things either. She's guarded. She has too many secrets. So it's she's just not an open book. She doesn't bring herself to the stage.
Yeah, I mean, I picked up on that, and that's kind of why I've always thought she's a liar and kind of whatever. I keep saying psycho. I know that you probably don't even like me saying that, just because it is kind of crass to say someone's psychotic and you say she's not. So
it's a little cliche, and I don't think that she's at clinical levels of psychopathy.
Right. I just throw it out there as she's a psycho. But yeah, no, I catch all these little telltale signs when she's on that show. Little weird smiles, awkward laughs, awkward. You can tell when she's being untruthful and deceitful and answering questions half-assed. You kind of know she's leaving out pieces and parts, and it sticks out to me. I'm sure a lot of people that watch the show catch it, but
anybody who observes somebody who's doing that can tell, and Brennan is not one for the hard follow-up question most of the time. He doesn't really do that. He's sort of he lets her go a lot. He, if he has her on the line, he shakes her right off. Same as he does with Chad, or used to a lot.
Yeah, saves her ass a little bit by not doing the hard follow-up. Yeah,
he protects her.
Agreed. But no, it was kind of funny because he had her on, and then the next day he had Chad on. Both days he pretty much just asked so many questions that it got awkward, and neither one of them could answer the questions properly. So that is Chad with AC, and then Felicia with this whole thing. So
is AC happening? I mean, are they going to do it?
Yeah, I mean, that's still, if you ask me, it's still up in the air, and definitely Schmuel will probably have a lot of insight for that stuff for us after this little segment. But yeah, he found out some stuff today, and it's interesting to hear this.
I have $42 in tickets that says it's going to happen.
There you go. Well, wait till you get your refunded $42. You'll be even more impressed that day.
I won't hold my breath.
Yeah. Dejwa, did she really wear a Confederate flag bikini? Boom.
No, I never seen her wear one. That would be amazing, but no, I never saw her wear a Confederate flag bikini. Matching underwear and panties, but not a bikini.
She did say that because they were talking about the we might even catch that part. I forget. There's so much that she said in this, but they were definitely talking about your alleged meltdown stream where you were wearing the Confederate flag, and she turned it into she used to have a Confederate flag bikini. So she did say that in a side note.
I think he was joking. Detois is a great case study in like what Felicia does too, because she just said, yeah, Detois sent him nudes, and like,
yeah, Detois and Ari Jane, and like, yeah,
none of that happened, and like, Jesus Christ, dude, you know, like that's what she does though. She just says it because she feels it or something, you know, whatever she, you know. There's no backup for it. She eventually apologized to Detois because Detois was persistent about it. You know, she really didn't want people thinking that. I had already said it wasn't true. Of course, that doesn't do anything. You know, it's so, you know, like when the guy goes, no, that didn't happen, it means nothing. But like, you know, she just throws shit out there, you know, and just says it as if it's fact. She really needs no evidence to say that something is just a fact. And that's like, I'm the opposite of that. Like, if I don't know something for sure, and I assume everybody is this way, and they're really not. But if I don't know something to be a fact, I don't say it's true.
Yeah, no, I think that's how you're supposed to be. But it's whatever. If you, a lot of these people are just trying to go out there and smear everyone, so they just make stuff up as it, you know, as they think of stuff. So, unfortunately,
she feels that there's some kind of truth to it.
Yeah, she's might be jealous, but which brings us to this point, Pat. KB, the real KB, $2. Pat and Felicia makeup is going to be 3 times epic.
Makeup sex is going to be epic, she means, I think.
Oh, X. Okay, yeah. 3 times is epic. All right. The makeup sex is going to be epic. And like Bob Levy, he had said that at some point, that you said you were willing to talk to her, meet with her. But if I remember correctly, I think it had more to do with like, yeah, if we were both dropped off on an island, we would meet in the middle. And I think I remember exactly what you said you'd do to her, and it had nothing to do with sex if you did meet in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, I get my sexual thrills beating women. Of course, everybody knows that, you know. So, like, I'm just a violent dude all around. I punched one guy in my life, you know. So there you go. There's your proof. Yeah,
and that's
you got a
guy is a stretch, right? A lot of people just say you punched a few bitches in your life, and that guy was one of them. The guy.
You always have to have a baseline, though. I mean, so at some point you got to know what the difference is. So. Makes sense.
I mean, you get to be 50 and you've never punched anybody. I've been punched, you know, but like, whatever, you know. Yeah, it's such a funny fucking thing, you know, to be married 3 times, all these other women allegedly, you know, that I've been with, and never anything like that comes up. But like, as far as makeup sex goes, yeah, I'm not interested in, and I don't care how good it's going to be, because I'm going to jail afterwards probably.
Yeah, because she'll make up another story like the last time.
The police are 3 little numbers away, you know what I mean? And I'd have to video it just to prove it was consensual, and everything's on the up and up. I mean, one time Kevin asked her, like, he made you come a lot of times, right? And she's like, against my will.
I hate it.
I can't do anything right.
Or wait. She likes to have it done against her will, and that's what makes her come. That's exciting, right?
Yeah, but she wouldn't.
That's what I heard.
Against my will, you know. But she didn't say it like that. Yeah, she said a lot of stuff about me and sex and stuff like that. It was just like, man. I mean, some of the stuff is like, I had no idea you had that perspective. But on the other hand, it's like, yeah, wait a second. She did shit on me a lot when we were together too. I mean, none of this stuff is new, except for some of the serious, things that she said. Because obviously there's no making that up when we're together, but she would tell me all the time how I was cheating on her and stuff like that. And I don't want to relitigate relationship stuff, and that's what I'll end up doing. So I need to shut up, but I'm glad it's over. This is to put a period on it. You know what I mean? I agreed to come on just to, bullshit with you and stuff like that and talk about it. I don't mean to belabor the point and get into all this other crap, but she's an interesting person. I wish her the best. I wish her well.
That's nice of you. She's a good egg.
It's squashed.
You're a good man.
It just needs to pick up a pen.
Yeah, time to pick up a pen.
Yeah, so a lot of people just want to see you get together in AC and really squash it. Squash it into a chewed up bubble gum, if you know what I'm saying. No, I'm just fucking.
Mount thinks you're nuts and everybody thinks you're nuts just because, I mean, Pat Dixon says you're stalking him. Is that true?
No, that is not true. I have notes right here. So we
Oh, good. I love
That proves it.
Having a long fucking multi-page note system that you've come up with.
Your Honor, these notes will prove behind a shadow of a doubt that he's been stalking me.
That I'm
yeah.
not stalking him.
I know
Yeah,
because I was behind him the whole time, watching him watch me.
I watched every single movie ever made, but I'm not stalking him, not at all. What's that, Schmuel?
I was gonna say I've got a logbook of all the times I've contacted him, telling him not to contact me, to prove that I don't want him to contact me. So I told him, don't contact me.
The phone records are on a CD. They're a little voluminous, but
notes.
can crack into and bust it wide open.
Like he goes,
So,
notes.
all right.
Kevin's reaction. Notes.
Notes, is it? Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
that'll prove your case.
Insane. The problem is now everyone thinks you're insane. And I told you this would happen.
Where's Pat doing a show from?
His studio apartment.
Yeah, but what happened to the green screen, the backdrop? Now he looks like he's in some kind of insane asylum kind of setup.
Yes, he's creating his future.
Wait, hold on, pause.
Oh, dress for the job.
Like
Yeah, what about that?
There's nothing about her stalking me. How the fuck does she know everything about me? Allegedly?
Yeah. She knows where Taz is. Like she knows everything about where she's filming.
When this is
She's at her parents' house or her family's house, whatever.
Yeah, right. Totally. Yeah, it's like she knows everything about. Why are you asking her these questions if she's not the expert? You know, I mean, like, yeah, she watches. Now that's not stalking. That's just very, very attentive viewing and noticing and taking notes and all that shit. That's not legally stalking. Okay, fine. Now showing up showing up near Taz's home that's a little stalkery, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what do you think about Melton's point there that he said that the entire situation that you've had with Felicia and fighting back, bringing up every single thing, every time she brought something up, you like fired back or you told your side of it, etc., has like drug you into the mud to the point where you look a little bit insane too. And I remember when you called into Melton and whatever, you were like, dude, this is how it is, this is what's going on, and he was like, this is so convoluted, and like he kind of
you can't thumbnail it, and he's like, nobody cares. Once Melton arrives at a conclusion, that's it. He's not accepting any more information that takes him off of that conclusion. I mean, it's one of the things that makes him funny, and it's one of the things that makes him a pain in the ass. You know what I mean? Like in this case, it's like, it's kind of ridiculous. I can't reduce it all the way down. There's a lot of stuff that's happened along the way. And like, it should be enough to say, I didn't say anything about this forever. I end up losing $60,000 in projected income because of my fucking YouTube channel. The show that I was on, she goes on there and she's on there 6 times or so before I say a fucking word about her. So like, yeah. And I have not answered everything that she said that is not true or inappropriate. I mean, not even close. So, I mean, at some point you just go, fuck, this needs to stop.
Yeah.
And like the way to do that is just to sit there and not say anything. I just don't think so.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. There's no way that you can't fire back kind of every time she comes out with something new about you. So yeah, I don't know where Melton came off with that, and whatever, it's his opinion, like he said. So you can't sway. I agree that you should answer back every time she has some shit to say, and hopefully it's now that she's been discovered to be kind of all over the place and behind the scenes doing stuff, that maybe that'll be the case.
See, that's another thing. That's another thing to say, like, we all knew she was crazy, but then this happens and it's like, well, now we all know.
No, half of the MLC audience seemed to have her back for this entire time. It's only very recently that I think everybody's kind of on your side at this point. Or if they're not on your side, at least they're anti-her, I guess. They just kind of see through her bullshit. That does seem to be a thing.
It'd be nice if they went back and reconsidered like a lot of the shit that's been said on there too, you know, and kind of gave that another look. But, you know, you can't have everything, right?
That's right.
We want.
Exactly. No, he switches it up. He's, sometimes he's got the white wall, sometimes he's got the green screen.
And does he do that to goof on everybody? And then where's Taz?
Right this minute, I have no idea.
Oh, is she in another room?
She's at her family's right here. You can tell the difference when she's there and when she's at his place.
I mean, what does that even mean? Like, is she at his place right now? Like, right now? I don't know. Like sometimes she might be able to have an answer to that. Like, oh, let me go look at the air tag, and I'll tell you where she's at right now. Like, you want to know right now? I'll go look it up. Let me look up my phone.
Yeah, she's at Winn-Dixie.
Yeah, God, I actually don't. I wouldn't put it past her that she does have some shit like that.
There were parental controls on my phone, my old phone, and that's how she knew where to go. You can follow a phone if you put a certain kind of control on it, and like she had access. I mean, she's the only one I know of that would have had access. And I think she shared that. And I, there's a lot of stuff, but like,
she could have been on her phone.
Crazy. She had to know some stuff,
Absolutely. Yeah. If you're sharing your location and you're not even aware of it, like someone could share your location to their phone if they got access to your phone, which you probably had at some points. If you had no idea that it's been on the entire time and she's been tracking, like, who knows?
She definitely did. I was very trusting with her. I gave her my passcode to my phone. I didn't care. I was like, look at anything, anytime. Assuage your curiosity, assuage your superstitions. Look at, anytime you want. And like, that wasn't enough.
I mean, when you got texts and stuff, she wanted to see him, right? Like, she did want to know what was going on your phone at some point.
I probably didn't get a text that she didn't read or didn't know about.
Exactly. I remembered you saying something along those lines.
Yeah, and I didn't care. I mean, it's just like, what the? I mean, there's literally nothing going on that I need to conceal, and I thought that was the way. You know what I mean? I thought that was the way to like, sort of get to some sort of place of trust or something, but it wasn't. But like after we broke up, I never dreamed that she would be still kind of like keeping tabs, watching, and stuff like that.
Oh, so when she's got a flag in the background, she's with her family.
Yeah.
Like I told you, like you look nuts. Just like this has been 10 months or something. So then this happened.
That makes me nuts.
Of course, is last week. She's out.
Okay, are you now, or have you ever been Ron Fuddle?
I am not Ron Fuddle.
See, like that right there. Because what she says in a minute obviously makes that real cute answer. You know what I mean? It's a cute times two. She says it so confidently too. Like, yeah, I'm not Ron Fuddle. Like, duh,
not Ron Fuddle.
You mean like in real life that you weren't born as Ron Fuddle? It's like, yeah, okay. I guess that's the answer. No, I'm not Ron Fuddle. What that means compared to what we're about to find out. I mean, from her.
And she just leaves it at that.
Right. That's, I mean, whatever. That just shows that she's willing to leave out the complete truth. You know what I mean?
That's the way it's like that game back in the 60s, where you have to say, I am Ron Fuddle. What was the name of the show? Guess my
alias?
No, it was like it was a famous show, but there was 3 people pretending to be the same guy. And then the people who are on the show, the panelists or contestants, had to guess. Number 2 is Ron Fuddle.
Oh, I see.
It wasn't Match Game, but it was something like that.
Yeah.
Let me say. To tell the truth. Yeah, to tell the truth. Thank you, Tim Kennedy. To tell the truth. So there were 3 guys saying. So at the beginning of the show, it would be 3 people, and it'd be 2 dudes and you saying, I am Ron Fuddle.
Yeah.
And the trick at the end would be the lady is Ron Fuddle.
Right. It would be easy to think that I'm Ron Fuddle because I did send those super chats, or super tips, I should say. My God, let me get the company name.
Wait, you did send super tips?
I sent them.
So he's like, wait, what? You're not Ron Fuddle, but you are Ron Fuddle. What?
I did send those super tips.
I did send those super tips.
Those super tips, but I used somebody else's profile.
What?
I know.
Wait, you did send super tips.
Fuck yeah.
And what did it say?
Well, should I go to my notes?
Yes.
All right.
So pass the line when he said you sent super tips.
That's where he saved her again, because like if she would have read these actual super tips, it would be very embarrassing.
And there's like 9 of them, she said, apparently.
Yeah, and they're all like, I want to, maybe we can make it happen. You say you want to see Gilly, maybe we can make it happen. That was one of them. And they're all. What? And by the way, she has also said that this is no big own. She's like, it was obviously me. I was never trying to conceal it was me, and this kind of shit. Yet she was referring to herself in the third person, but she's like, it's not any big own. So she doesn't even mind that I revealed her identity. That doesn't even bother her. She claims she's upset about personal information, but I revealed no personal information. There's only 3 pieces of information: a zip code, an email, and some digits. I didn't reveal any of those.
Yeah, the last 4 digits. And then she went on the other day and said, like, oh yeah, I erased I canceled my credit card and I got a new one. It's like, for what? Because he had the last 4 digits and your zip code. Are you fucking kidding me?
And here's the way you
ever. And
Stripe is a very secure, and this is all on Stripe.
Yes.
Stripe. And like on Stripe, you can, and I did have a Stripe account before I had it because I have it for my locals, So if you're on my locals, holy shit, you're that. And I had honestly never even known where that information was until I was shown. And I won't even mention who showed it to me, but I was shown.
Don't even say Moody's name. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Well, I didn't. And like, that's the whole point. Stripe. But on Stripe, this is how you know that information is worthless. Stripe's a very secure company, and they let me have it. So they let anybody have it. And this is information that you get. It identifies without it being in any way usable, and it is in no way helpful to anybody trying to do anything to anybody ever.
Well, I've made this point a bunch of times now, and it's very poignant. Is people hand their credit cards to gas attendants, and the gas attendant will say, hey, what's your zip code? Because he has to put in the zip code before they can use your credit card. So if you trust Pat more than you trust some fucking meth addict gas station attendant in some obscure place, and he has access to every single one of your card numbers, and all you have is the last 4. It's like, come on, people, pull your heads out of your ass. It's the most common transaction, and there's nothing deceitful or anything about that. So it gets on my nerves that people even try to.
Stripe it's a secure company, a great company. Super Tips is a great company and a secure company, period.
Yeah, like there's so much other information that you would need to even use a credit card. It's bizarre that people even doubt the Super Tip system. But it's the Stripe, like you said, it's the Stripe account. It has nothing to do with Super Tips. None whatsoever. Mr. Blue Sky, yes, 20 kroners. Thank you, sir. KB leads the witness in her favor a lot. Yes, as I know, a lot of the people that are watching our show right now indeed are MLC fans on a daily basis, and they watch all that. They catch it. No, he's not fooling anyone, Kevin, when he tries to lead them away. But I did want to get back to that. What exactly was that super tip? You just said something. I want to see you, meet you.
Oh yeah, you say you want to see Gilly. Maybe we can make it happen for real.
And that's an anonymous super tip that was part of that.
With an email address that included Ron Fuddle. And you can't use a credit card without the proper email, unless you're connected to the email address. I mean, it has to be the proper email address connected to the card. So, I mean, like,
correct.
Her saying that there's another guy, Ron Fuddle. Okay. I don't think anybody believes that anyway, but I mean, just in the event, it's literally impossible for that to be true.
Pat, how long did it take you after getting some of these super tips to think something was up?
I think it was 2 or 3 in. You start to go, well, this is weird. Like, what do you, because the person was acting like a third party representative of hers. Like, oh, we we can make it happen. She says we can make it happen and stuff like that. Again, referring to herself in the third person, but, also being like, this isn't any big own. But then, he didn't push to have her say what these super tips were. I guess he just slipped his mind or whatever. But yeah, I got a few in, and then I was like, I'm pretty sure that this is her. But I did want to confirm it, and I did.
All right. I see people in the chat talking about my audio. You better fucking like my audio. It's so much better. And I don't believe anything you say, Peter Sky Parker. You have a problem with this one. We're done. It's over, buddy.
Broken up.
But yeah, Mr. Blue Sky, you are absolutely correct too. So
from me. And if this is not like here's the thing I don't understand is he's like busted, and it's like, I wanted him to know it was me. I clearly told him it was me. So this is not some kind of a gotcha.
Yeah, but why did you want him to know it was you? What were you trying to communicate to him?
Okay.
And let me ask you another question. Do you want to be back in the Pat Dixon business?
No.
All right, go ahead.
I know it's.
Would you think that that's the case, Pat? Do you think Felicia does not want Pat Dixon business?
I don't know. But I mean, I know that, she's basically been in the Pat Dixon business since March. So if getting out of the Pat Dixon business should be like, you don't have to discuss this. You don't have to go on, to talk about this. You can go on and talk about anything you want. Why
she could go on long walks. She could go do her comedy. She could go do her own YouTube. She can do a lot of fucking things besides watch Pat Dixon obsessively. Indeed.
Appear on any shows, do anything she wants. It's a whole big world out there, but leave me out of it. And I think that's a good idea. I'm glad that she wants nothing to do with me.
Hey, yeah, there you go. ACDC gets it. This show was a very low point in Kevin MLC history. I do agree. I concur, sir.
I think it's kind of a high point, but that's me.
What do you mean? You think it's good that, but Kevin didn't really want to catch her on this stuff, and he wants her back on the show, and he's going to have her in AC, and he wants to do things with her in the future.
I don't need Kevin out of the Felicia business at all. I don't care about.
No, but why would you say that this was a high point, though?
Well, I don't know. I guess because just I enjoyed some of the super chats. I thought they were pretty funny. And
so you liked watching the turn. Yeah, okay, I get that part of it, because everybody kind of realized how full of shit she was, and it finally came crashing down.
Only because it was vindicating. And I honestly, I haven't shared this with hardly anybody, I felt bad for her at a couple points. She just looked really small sitting there, and I was like, that's too bad. She looks like defeated.
She looked like Chad from the day before. Being put on the spot for throwing an event that's gonna fucking fail miserably. Yes, same. Like, oh shit. Yeah, shrinking is a good word
just
for
kind
it.
of turtling her head down, and like
makes a lot of sense from the vindication point of view.
Yeah, I did feel vindicated.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
Complicated, right? So here's the breakdown. This all happened over the month of December. I'll give people a little bit of context. This started December 3rd. This all happened within 2 weeks. December 3rd, Pat Dixon tells Bob Levy that he'd like to talk to me. He'd like to see me. December 4th, Pat Dixon tells Tuki that he'd like to see me, that he'd like to talk to me. For 40 minutes, these conversations go on.
Oh wow, shit! I didn't even catch that before. She put down how long those conversations lasted on Tuki and Bob's show.
How about some timestamps?
Well, yeah, no doubt she has timestamps, but that's just crazy that she knows the length of the amount of time that you spent talking about her. But you, like I said before, you weren't talking about like getting back with her. You were talking about, like joking about meeting her in the middle and offing her, I should say.
No, I was throwing some stuff out there, that, and I will admit that sounded like sure, I'd like to see her, yeah, I'd like to talk to her. And then what it ended up being, like I said at the beginning, is when I was talking to Tuki, when he was really nailing me down on it, I was saying, if we're still going to be in this relationship, if this is going to continue, where it's this public thing, we should be fucking. And then she's like, maybe we can make it happen for real. I know, and she was directly answering that.
You think the Fuddle stuff was kind of an answer partially to that?
Yes. Yes. I think she was. Look, why
she
would
loves you back? Oh my god!
Why would she super tip me 9 times and email me in response to me saying that? Because after that, I cut it off. After the thing with Tuki, I had stopped talking about it altogether. So that's 2 interviews, whatever. 2 times it was spoken about. Both times on my show, by the way. Both times were on my show, not anybody else's. And then I let it go. And then it was like, it was a little bit after that, it was like a while after that. And then she started super tipping. And that was that. And every time a super tip would come in, I would just go, just stop bringing it up. I don't care I'm not talking about it anymore. If she wants to reach out, let her reach out. If she doesn't, fine. If there's anything I can do for you, let me know. And
it does make some sense from a third person point of view because, if she's kind of trying to feel the waters and see what you think, and you have a really nasty, bad reaction to it, then she doesn't lose any public face. That's somebody on her behalf that's going out saying, if you want to get back together with her, I could make it happen. And if you're like, fuck no, then it's not her. As far as the public's concerned, nobody loses with that. She's not putting her neck on the line. Assuming
that ship has sailed, Yingwei. Indeed.
Well, I get it, but I mean,
obviously,
no, I agree with you.
If she thinks she's not going to get caught, it's a no-lose situation for her.
Yeah, she's being cute.
Well, and she was talking as if the person was like not only just like operating on her behalf, but in close contact with her. Felicia says that she's been blocked. Felicia says this, there were some Felicia says in there. Felicia said one of them was Felicia says she'll talk.
Felicia says the Coke is flat in the refrigerator and you should buy some more.
It goes flat in 3 hours.
Yes. Your eggs are all
Ron Fuddle's a friend of hers in real life. So
Ron Fuddle.
I said, it sounds an awful lot like Ray Finkel, right? It's an alliteration name.
Eddie Baker is who it is.
Nice podcast, stupid $2. Thank you, Dan. I'm not going to be ignored, Pat. Fuddle attraction.
I smell a movie.
Definitely Fuddle attraction on this one.
It's a great title.
Yes, it is.
We've come up with some other titles with other movie titles with Fuddle in them. We did that one night.
Instead of boiling a rabbit, you boil Bugs Bunny.
Indeed.
What's up, Doc?
So I'm like, he's full of shit. That's not what's going on. He doesn't want to talk to me.
Oh, you think he does this, like I said yesterday, to get Taz in a tizzle to get her all worked up?
Well, yeah. At the time, I thought that this was him fucking with her mind, and I know what he does. I know,
Did he do this to you with somebody else, with Carmen Lynch or Chrissy Mayer? He did it with Chrissy Mayer, right?
I don't know. He did it.
No, wasn't he always trying to get you all riled up by flirting with Chrissy Mayer?
I don't know. That's the thing.
He said on the election night he was in a bed with Chrissy Mayer.
He was, but I don't know if it was intentional. I don't think she thought I was going to see it.
Oh, hell yeah. You better have
in the bed with Chrissy Mayer. Yeah, I was sitting next to her doing an election stream. That's it.
Yeah, you told me the story before. Absolutely. I mean, whatever. It's on a stream, so go back and watch it, fuckers. But yeah, so she said, this is what you do. This is the stuff he does. And then she goes on and like denies the example that Kevin gives, but she doesn't really give an example of that either. So
they don't have to give examples. I did it with Chrissy Mayer. They were in the bed together. Shut up. And it's like I've none of the women I've been with, Quad, have been the types where you have to like consciously do stuff to get them riled up. You just don't have to. They're riled up over nothing generally. You know what I mean? So it's the idea that I would intentionally be like, what kind of dude is setting out to like make his lady jealous? It's fucking retarded. This is what he does.
Yeah, she says this is what he does, and then he says, oh, he did that to you, and then she like did not have an example like loaded up like, oh yeah, you used to hit on this lady, that lady, but she has said like you sent nudes to fucking Deitwa and Ari Jane.
They sent them to me.
Yeah. Or, no, she said like you had Zoom sex with fucking Eric Jane. She definitely said that. She said you guys would, I guess, jerk off, watch each other on Zoom. I assume.
Here's something funny about Zoom. Zoom, you have like a personal meeting room, right? And that's the one you just default to. You just go to it, and then like whoever they, like through this system or whatever can see if you're on a meeting and shit like that. She's come in the middle of meetings that I had. Felicia Gillespie wants to join this meeting.
How dare you work with women?
So I had to change my fucking personal meeting room number. So, she thinks she knows things that she actually doesn't know is the other part of that. I mean, she interprets anytime I'm in a meeting with anybody, like obviously you're
obviously fucking them. Yeah. So just to clarify something Brennan just said, did you actually use Carmen Electra to get her jealous at some point?
Yeah, Carmen Electra.
Yeah, Carmen Electric. I think he said electric.
Carmen Electric. Okay. So,
I wish someone would knock that stupid banana off his head. That's all. I can't stop fucking thinking. I wish whoever sent that in, I wish would have never said that because that's all I see when I look at
either compost it or make some fucking banana bread already.
Hell yeah.
No, he was talking about Carmen
keep
Lynn.
waiting for it to fall.
Carmen Lynn. Carmen Lynn I dated for 3.5 years, and she had none of these.
Adam Dice Hughes. Hey, what's up, Mr. Dice?
Hey, Pat, does Felicia take it up the ass?
Does? I don't know. No, I don't know what she does. Keep in mind, all right, this relationship was stop and start a few months at a time and ended completely March of 2022. How she knows anything about what I do now is a mystery. And I don't think that she does.
That's only 3 years ago. Come on, man.
That's 2.
Give her some credit. She's getting over this really quickly.
Do you think she has the power of extrapolation on her side and she's just extrapolating all these details?
Well, she's extrapolating, but based on what?
I don't know. She could be really, really good.
Keen observation, repetition. She's
standing outside your window right now. Just flick your next cigarette butt out the window and see if somebody goes, ow! And then, if she does, then you got a problem. And it's probably not rodents.
How long the second time you guys were together, how long was it? It was just weeks, right? It was just a few weeks.
We left New York end of July, and it was over by March. And that was the longest time.
Okay, so that's 7-8 months.
We were both saying, no, you move out. No, you move out. No, you move out. My point was, well, I don't have a car. You do. You don't like it here. I do. I mean, why don't you go? And I'll sign anything you need me to sign. Just go. No, wouldn't do it. Anyway, I don't, again, like this is, whatever.
Shades Cal, who wants to meet you somewhere now. No, Shades Cal, member for 9 months. Thank you for being a member for 9 months. We appreciate that. Pat, please satisfy our curiosity. Are you a well-hung man? Yeah.
I mean, I'm well hung, but just because a picture is well hung, it doesn't mean it's big.
It could be crooked too.
Yeah, it's level.
I don't think anyone in the Dabbleverse can unsee Little Quad, but Little Pat's coming next, folks. You'll be seeing
thing every other weekend. So I mean, Little Quad can't be out of your brain for long. That's for sure.
Little Pat dresses just like me too.
Yeah, exactly.
Same outfit.
Does he smoke as much?
No, man. Nagging me to it because he knows he's going to get a lot more attention once I do.
Does he speak English? Little Yingwei doesn't, and that really bothers me because I don't understand what the fuck he's saying.
What, did you adopt him from a third world country?
Possibly.
Hollywood.
Yes, thank you, Shades Cal. Very good question. Very good question. But no, we've seen a bunch of these other chicks that go on MLC, like Kay Meany and what was it, Kristen Carney, and whatever, Dave Davidoff, the guy, he really got into these ladies' head, and they both said that he fucked the shit out of them. So I kind of assume maybe this is the same kind of situation where Pat is laying the wood so good that the ladies can't give him up or get him out of their minds. Maybe
card carrying pipe layer.
It's an emotional intensity that I bring that they can't fucking, it's not just about the dick. You got to be a full, lover.
Plus, you could crush their skull at any moment, which,
you never know when it's coming.
The threat of a donkey punch keep anybody in line.
Jesus. A donkey punch.
I think that it was like an impulsive thing that he did, and then later on he tried to cover for it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so then I do MLC with Bob Levy, and Bob Levy's like, "What's it going to take for you to talk to this guy?" And I'm like, "I don't want to."
Did MLC? Bob hosted my show.
Yeah, he was a guest.
He was a guest on my show.
Yeah,
and you were on with Bob.
Yeah, me, Bob, Chad.
Oh, that day. Okay,
yeah.
My bad. Okay,
that was December 10th. So that was like
I can verify that. I write down all my shows and.
Damn, she had it right on hand. Is she got a really good memory? Is she a photographic memory type person?
She has notes.
She's well prepared.
I'll say, fuck, man. That was December 10th.
Etc.
Yeah, and Bob's like, he's in love with you. He wants to talk to you. And I'm like, no, Bob, that's not what's going on. And on that episode, I said, I never want to see Pat Dixon again. I never want to see him
alive.
Neither one. I don't want anything to do with him.
Okay.
So,
neither one. Right. Now hold on.
2 days later.
That doesn't make sense timing wise, right?
But she said that numerous times. I'm sure she said that numerous times that she wants nothing to do with me.
She has.
So this was not. First of all, I wasn't even aware that she said that. I wasn't like, whatever. I mean, contrary to popular belief, I'm not glued to the screen every time she's on. You know what I mean? Like, there's no need to be. But like, because people clip out stuff. But no, I wasn't aware of that. But I don't know what I've ever done other than just saying that to Bob and to Tuki. That's the only time I've ever indicated any interest in seeing her, talking to her, saying anything to her, anything like that.
Sure. Pat Dixon goes on stream and he looks fucked up. This is when he did this black and white episode where he's like kind of falling over and he's talking about he doesn't think that Chad's brother really died. And
well, he was on by himself or with Stuttering John or somebody like that?
No, it was just him on his show. And
okay, the time to be perfectly honest, the timeline does get murky as fuck because I think I watched yesterday of Tuki. I don't know if I watched it on my show or before my show. Tuki asking Pat Dixon questions about if he wants to see you again, and then I think it's the same clip on Bob Levy's asking questions. But again, I don't know which clip that is because, like I said, I don't know if I watched it on my show yesterday.
Yeah,
but I just remember this show from this clip from yesterday so thorough because I just remember this one because we watched it yesterday and then somebody tweeted about it. I retweeted it, so it literally has to happen that way because I can't remember exactly who made the clip and then I got to start doing deep dives and stuff. So that's why even when you did the when you were dancing in your car, I retweeted that too because otherwise I will never be able to find it if I'm looking for it. So that's how I remember so thorough Joe Burrow.
Fascinating.
His Venmo up. So go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I apologize because I know, but I'm explaining my actions. And
no, but do you know who made the Tuki? Do you know who made the Tuki clip where Pat Dixon was talking to Tuki? Because I know it's a clip where it's Tuki.
All right, yeah, let's skip all this. There is a long period of time where they talk and really don't get to the fucking point. So
I can't believe he doesn't have more viewers.
What? That wasn't fascinating that he knows that there's clips out there that exist, but he doesn't have them and won't be able to pull them up today. So.
That's how I remember,
folks. But I remember he said something on Tuki's show, and then he said something on Levy's show. Wow,
He's baiting her, waiting for her to answer. Tell him exactly what was said on those shows. He knows she's watched them.
Probably. That makes sense.
She's
leading.
Obviously cherry picking it too.
Right. Yeah, no, like the biggest thing, like you said, was that he really did not want her. He asked her about the super tips, what she said in them, and then she said, I have them all written down, and then jumped like, let's change the subject very quickly, and that's what happened. So All right, we'll skip forward to where they do talk about the Ron Fuddle, but most importantly, referring to your Twitter, like we were showing in the beginning.
That I said I was going. So for him to be like, I want to talk to her, and then get all fucked up and then be like, hey, I'm thinking about going.
Oh yeah, this is her bringing up her friend Ron Fuddle.
Yeah, I'm like, here's where I was like, okay, this is not good. I need to open up a line of communication to give him an opportunity to say whatever the fuck he's trying to say to me.
Did you have something you wanted to say to her?
No.
I didn't think so. She, for some reason, thinks you do, though. Where do you think that came from? She just decided one day.
I told her, I mean, what I said is if she wants to say anything to me, needs anything from me, reach out. If you want, I just opened the door if she wants to talk and stuff like that. And I did say I wanted to talk to her in some of these those moments, with Bob and stuff. I hate to say it, but it was strictly to see what would happen. It was not because of any genuine thing. I normally don't do things like that, but I think the way it ended up was just out of frustration, saying like, yeah, I mean, if you want to continue a relationship, we should just fuck. But, and it wasn't even my idea, to be honest, to put anything like this out there.
Right.
It was strictly someone else's idea that I said, okay, I'll give it a shot. And now here we are with the result.
Bingo. So you're saying it was kind of a setup, a trap? I kind of feel like that's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's totally what I'm saying. And I hate to say it, but it was just bait.
It absolutely fucking worked and exposed her. So if that was the case, then you got the result you wanted in spades. Fucking A, man.
And I have the proof of that in a text that I had, a text exchange that I have with, the person whose idea it was.
Interesting.
So, and it was encouraged that I should do that in case I ever needed to.
But even if you didn't, I think this whole clip speaks for itself loud and clear.
I mean, I'm not crazy. I wanted it to end, and like talking about it now, I am a little uncomfortable with this could be seen as trying to start this volley back and forth again. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just, I'm here to talk to you, whatever. Like sort of, I don't know what you want to call it. Put a period on it or something, And I'm not making any wild claims. I'm not saying anything. It needs to be responded to. This is just. We're just watching a video and discussing it.
Well, the other times I've had you on, there was definitely no way that it was going to end when we finished our discussion. So, like, you could see that it was just going to keep going and going and going with her. But, this one actually might be a punctuation. Indeed.
I would like that.
Hopefully not a question mark.
Nah, not on my end.
Yeah, no problem.
And that was my motivation was I don't want him showing up at AC, punching somebody, doing something. Like I would leave. I would leave if he showed up, and then I wouldn't be able to participate in the events. So
think of all the content I'd get. If Pat showed up and then you had to leave.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and he's not lying. He would love that to happen. That's exactly, Kevin would love that.
If I showed
he
up,
would like to have another drink thrown in his face. He doesn't care. He just wants drama, man. He's a drama farmer.
Yeah. I don't get it. I mean, like I punched a guy over this girl fucking well over, it was June, almost 2 years ago?
3, right?
3 years ago. It'll be 3 years ago. So 2.5 years ago. Yeah, shit's changed. I'm not showing up and punching anybody now. It's that's we've turned the page on that. Those days are over and have been for a long time, dude. A long time.
Right.
So then, but why'd you operate under the name Ron Fuddle?
Right.
Is that somebody you went to high school with?
No. So this is a fan who, like I said, this guy has sent me Venmos. The Venmo name is not Ron Fuddle, and we have chatted on Instagram, and his Instagram handle is not Ron Fuddle. And he was the one who was like, Pat's going to AC, and I'm like, what? And he goes, well, maybe you should talk to him so he doesn't go. And I'm like, yeah, I don't I don't think that's a good idea. And I'm like, also, I terminated my Rumble account back in April because I sent Pat a super chat or whatever it is on Rumble back in April being like, let's fucking go. You know, you're saying all these lies about me. I confronted him through that. Like, you're saying all these lies about me.
You're a super chat, not a super tip.
Right. A Rumble rant, I guess it was.
Rumble rant, Streamlabs, everything that Steel Toe uses.
Yeah. And so Taz,
Penny pinchers.
she didn't want to put it up. And he saw it because he doesn't always look at the chat.
Oh, and it was your real name.
It was my real name. It was my profile with my email. So he told her, no, put it up. Put them up. Let them come through. So I sent one.
So she talks to you through a Rumble rant, and Taz blocks her, her real name on Rumble. And all this time later, all of a sudden she comes up with Ron Fuddle is her new name on Rumble. But she borrowed that account from somebody that she knows in real life whose name is not Ron Fuddle on Instagram or on Venmo.
And of course didn't send those chats.
And of course has an email with Ron Fuddle in it that matches with her, with the rest of the information where she's, like it matches with her card.
The coincidences are amazing.
Apparently, you know what I mean? If you can't send it otherwise, according to Stripe, the zip code and everything. So this would have to be a person who lives in her town and owns her card.
No, it's a fan.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
Which is more convoluted, right?
And Ron Fuddle is definitely her anyway. I mean, she has written to Taz, months ago. She was writing to Taz from the email Ron Fuddle, which was connected to fucking Howard Hughes Piss, which is another one of her aliases on there. And there's another couple too that I won't even bother listing because you can just tell people don't come on to my chat and talk about her. She comes on there with an anonymous fucking, an alt character and tries to stir people up to talk about her. And they still won't because they know from the early days of my stream, if anybody mentioned Felicia, even in the free chat, they got one warning and then they were booted. Because I wasn't talking about Felicia. I made it plain. I do not talk about Felicia. I wouldn't even say it by name. I said there's only two names you can bring up in the chat that'll get you booted. One is the guy I punched. Two, if you don't know it, then you don't know it. You won't need to know it. There is one more. And then they would get one warning and then they'd get booted. And this happened several times. People coming on trying to stir up shit. And I was like, I don't talk. She says saying a bunch of lies about her. And what she was responding to was just me going, hey, I think I'm going to go ahead and talk about some of this shit. I've been like Mr. Silent all this time. She immediately responds, bring it. Why wait a week, you pussy?
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, you obviously were cool with Taz blocking her on fucking Rumble, right? Her account.
Yeah.
Her real Felicia account in the first place, the very first go around.
Taz never blocks anybody who's not doing shit like that. If they're not spamming, they can have negative point of view, whatever. But I mean, it's just when they're spamming shit or when they're talking about, and that policy is back on. Anybody who talks about Felicia in my chat will get one warning and then they get booted.
There you go. That's how you stop talking about Felicia. You stop talking about Felicia. Exactly. Nice podcast, Stupid. Can we get a wellness check on Schmuel? Are you doing all right, bud?
I'm here. I'm breathing.
All right. I know you came to talk about AC and stuff, but whatever. You're probably not too bored with this, right?
He's here.
He didn't say no. That's not a good sign. Damn. I should don't ask questions you don't know the answers to, right? That's the old lawyer trick. Shades Cow. Pat, can we watch the makeup sex when Ron when it happens? With Ron.
It'd have to be some kind of a simulation, I'm afraid.
Ron Fuddle. Yeah, we watch
the makeup.
That
Ron artificial Fuddle intelligence is getting really smart these days.
I know they're too good for us. You guys are funny. I do. You got to love the chatters. Whatever anyone thinks about anything, the chatters are the funniest people in this entire universe, no doubt about it. 100%.
And she left the 3 out of it this time, so you wouldn't be confused.
Yeah. Yes. They're ahead of me. KB nailed me last time with the 3, and I didn't get it.
And I was blocked after that, even though he had told her on the air, let him come through. So she blocked my account after that. Then she followed my account, which I didn't even know you could do. And I don't have videos on Rumble.
She followed your Rumble account?
Yes. And I took a screenshot of it because I'm like, I don't have anything to do with this person. Like this person is
Taz or Pat or both?
Well, Taz at that point, Taz, because I'm like,
have you ever met her?
I've never met her.
She's a handsome gal.
Well,
I'm joking. Do you say handsome when it's I should have said she's a handsome young boy.
I'm kind of just in this very, I don't know, place where I'm like trying to, because here's the thing, Pat's like, oh, look, she reached out to me. I never abused her. It's like, this is not even what's going on. And all of the super tips that I sent to Pat, none of them say, let's fuck. None of them say, let's get back together. Let's hook up. And he's like, look, she wants to fuck me, everybody. See, I'm not a bad guy. And it's like,
yeah, I remember that stream where you said, yeah, she wants to fuck me, everybody. You didn't even say that tonight when I tried to put you on the spot to say that. That was never your response.
Not exactly. I mean, I might have said something like that. I don't know. But I mean, because that's what I had said when I was talking to Rocco. You know, I said, really, hey, we should be fucking if we're going to still have this relationship. Now, if that's the final thing that I say and I say no more, and she starts saying maybe we can make it happen for real, maybe you can get together with Gil, Gilly says she'll talk to you, all that stuff. She definitely wants to fuck him. Peter Sky Parker said. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I wish nothing more than for her to find love with somebody who gives her everything she wants as soon as possible.
Would it be weird to ask you, is that her O face? I paused it on kind of an unfortunate moment there, but have you seen that face before?
If you could comment the same on Kevin right now in that still.
He's like, I'm coming.
All right.
I think that's her face, as in achu, looks like she's about
getting ready to sneeze. All right. She's allergic to Kevin in this moment. Got it. That's funny.
Okay, how many super tips or chats did you send him?
I sent him, I think 9.
And on different days?
2 days, over 2 days.
2 days, like back to back, or
back
close
to
to each other?
Yeah, and this is.
And wait, so some were you, and then you changed to Ron Fuddle?
No, they were all anonymous.
I thought. Well, wait. I thought you said you sent it to your real name and Taz blocked you.
That was back in April. And so once, I know it's like this is exactly why Pat does what he does, because he understands that the context and the explanation for it takes so fucking long but he's just like creating the narrative and going, here's what happened, and it's like,
now, how did I have anything to do with the way she got her information out there? How did I have anything to do with this being so convoluted? I have a telephone. I have an email. I have, there's so many ways to communicate with me if you want to. Holy shit. It's not like I'm not going to see the email that she eventually sent just because it's not preceded by 9 super tips. So it doesn't have to be convoluted. How is this something I do? I mean, it's so fucking weird, the projection, I mean, I don't know. Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's on you because of the timing of it, which is really weird. Yeah.
How is it on me? All she had to do, if she wants to communicate something, is send it. She doesn't have to go to all this trouble. It's like, oh, I had to because she had blocked me, and then I had to do this, and I had to do. It's so much to explain. Now, granted, if you're trying to explain it to Kevin Brennan, it might take 2 or 3 goes through, but at the same time, it's not that complicated, and I had nothing to do with it. So how it's something that I do, I don't understand. Like, this is what he does. He makes it so convoluted. It's like, I didn't make anything convoluted. I hate convoluted.
Yeah, well, I mean, she watches everything you do. So anytime you happen to bring her up whatsoever, then she has to answer. It's like that, right? But yeah, so your best policy at this point is, like you said, just show up to AC. And make it all go away. I think that's the best way to make it all go away. Just show up to AC and it'll make everything better.
It over at this point. I mean, like, this has got to be it. I mean, really, this has got to be it. Have some shame. You know what I mean? Have some shame. just stop. This is the time to stop. I'm stopping. I know, like if I know this, well, I wouldn't consider this to be stopping. I'm here to make sure that message is out there. I am stopping. I have nothing further on, after this show, whatever. I am not in the talking about her business. Which I don't know what I've done to keep anything going. I guess by responding ever, that makes me like a 50% participant. Is that right? I mean, like, oh, I'm so crazy. Okay, fine.
According to her, it seems that way.
Pat, I have a feeling whether you're talking about her or not, she thinks you're talking to her. And that's what's going on here. I mean, this is all going on in her head.
Okay, that's true. Because she claimed I talked about her nonstop after we broke up, and I never said her name once. So, yeah, you may have a good point. Yeah, I'm talking about her nonstop.
Beloved chatter coming in with this is why he's a beloved chatter member for 11 months. Thank you for being a member for so long, beloved chatter. That's awesome. Pretty much since the beginning. Please say you never loved her already.
I loved her.
Just say it. Just say it. Whether it's true or not.
Not a lie.
I love it.
Quit it. Just fucking stop. Like,
Okay, so you said in April you got blocked, and then somebody told you he's going to Atlantic City. So then you went to the super tip system as Ron Fuddle.
I no longer had a Rumble account because once Taz followed me on it, I deleted that account because I want nothing to do with her.
Okay.
This is a woman telling everybody that I'm stalking her. Why would you?
So anyway, oh yeah, Taz, you are stalking her. You know everything about where she's at, what she's doing. Like, what else would you fucking call it? Jesus criminy, dude. Really? But yeah, so when and where did you say you were going to AC? Did she pick up on that?
I don't remember saying that. I might have said like that I might go, but I never said I was going. I certainly never said that. And I might have just left it fucking blank, like, I don't know, maybe. But like, no, I don't know what she means by that.
No, Ron Fuddle gave her a heads up. Thanks, Ron, for giving her a heads up that you possibly might be going to AC. Like,
is Ron Fuddle in the room with us right now? Can you see him? I mean,
feels like it. If you do go to AC, would you please knock fucking Stevie Lou out? Break his jaw. No.
Down with the nunchucks.
I've only punched one guy, and I've never broken anybody's jaw.
Oh,
but it felt good though, didn't it?
Yes. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't say that. No, I'm joking. Of course, hit him with nunchucks if you do anything. I'm being facetious.
Yeah.
You follow me if I'm stalking you? Why would you follow me anywhere? Why would you have my name in the bio of your Twitter account, which she did? I have screenshots of all of this. No one's fucking stalking her. I want nothing to do with her. But she blocked me despite Pat saying, don't let the message, please let the messages through. Then she follows me. I deleted that account. So this guy, this fan who was messaging me saying,
I mean, this is she says all this stuff. I want nothing to do with her. This is a woman who came on to Brennan's show and said, Pat and his mod Tass are fucking each other. I mean, she made it. Yeah, she has fired off about Taz numerous times. So, wants nothing to do with her. She's emailed her under the name Ron Fuddle. I mean, I'm just defending Taz here. I mean, that's ridiculous.
The day you guys, the day you and Felicia broke up, and then Taz started being on whatever streams or moderating and etc. producing. I guess she's your producer moderator. Can I call her that?
Yeah,
she's a moderator.
More of a moderator. I think it's basically self-produced, but I mean,
she's there.
Yeah,
she became a target immediately, obviously out of jealousy. There's no doubt what exactly transpired there. There's anybody watching from the outside looking in knows that's exactly how it went.
Yeah, I don't understand why, nobody goes after somebody's ex just because.
Exactly. All right. I don't think we have much more to play.
Talk to him. I'm like, I don't have a Rumble account. I'm not creating a Rumble account. All of my emails have my name in them. So even if I do create a Rumble account, she as the moderator is going to see the email. She can look it up and go, oh, this is Felicia. I'm not letting this message through. So this guy's like,
that's actually not true.
Yeah, of course.
You can look up the account, but it's not tied to an email unless you make it that way. But just like YouTube, same thing. You can't go look up someone's YouTube account and know who they are. Like Stuttering John always claimed. It's the dumbest thing. You can't. Trust me. I've looked at people's channels, unless their channel has an email connected to it, which very rarely does. They're all very big channels that have emails connected to them.
Use my account. So that's what I did.
Yeah, but then how does zip code match?
So that's from my credit card information.
Okay, so he said you could use his account,
which
but you gotta use your credit.
which again has to match the credit card information. The email does. On the
yeah, exactly. And so the anonymous account, it matched Felicia's her name, right? Felicia Gillespie at whatever.
Her name and her zip code. Her name and her zip code, and with the name.
But the email said that too, right? It said like Felicia something, not fucking Ron Fuddle's what I'm getting.
It said Ron Fuddle.
Oh shit. Okay.
The email was Ron Fuddle something, yeah.
Oh, okay. Even on the anonymous super tip. Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, even on the anonymous super tip, but her name was right next to it. Had her name and Ron Fuddle.
Yeah.
But the credit
card. How dumb.
But so that would have to match the email you put in has to match the credit card.
Yeah.
There's no other way to use it.
Wow, man.
So that's so, so she's Ron Fuddle. And then the email that I got after Ron Fuddle said, check your email was obviously from her regular, Gmail account.
Crazy.
Credit card.
But yeah, because I'm the one sending them.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. But does this unknown, we'll call him Fan X. Does he have your, information if you're using his Rumble account?
No.
But so he's the real Ron Fuddle.
I don't know his name, but yeah, that's somebody else.
Are you using Ron Fuddle's credit card? What the fuck? This is so convoluted now. All right. I guess that's actually a good spot to stop if you would agree.
I wonder what Ron Fuddle's credit score looks like.
Right, higher than 440.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Yeah, wow, what a twisted tale we weave with this whole thing here, huh?
Yeah, it's tangled, messy. The whole thing is stupid. Glad to be done with it. Moving on, and like if I never hear my name again from her, that'd be great. I can't imagine what she has to comment on. Saying it right now, it's over. The whole thing's over. It's been over on my end for a long time. Let it go. I hope that, now, of course, I don't expect Kevin Brennan to be down with that. I'm sure he'll still want to keep batting it around and stuff like that. We'll see. But, that's entirely up to him. And I don't care what show she's on. Do it. I don't care. You know what I mean? But it doesn't have to have anything to do with me. It can be just about you and being funny. You're enough.
Yeah, she's a comedian. Why don't just go do comedy and leave it at that. That seems very simple at this point.
And people are sick of it anyway. Everybody's sick of this. Everybody.
She was a screen night on that channel. That's for sure.
No, I am. I literally do hope that this is the last time we talk about Felicia. Seriously. I mean, it will be one way or the other, whether or not she's not done with it. That's fine. I think we put a good exclamation on it because you can't really, unless something new happens in person, then it is over, right?
Yep. I mean, I as far as I'm concerned, I had nothing.
There you go. You hear that, Felicia? It's over. Pat does not want to contact you. He doesn't want to see you. He doesn't want you taking notes, watching his shows, sending him super chats, sending him Rumble rants, sending him super tips, etc.
He wants his class ring.
Seems pretty fucking simple, Felicia. Catch a drift and maybe just stop fucking around. Even though that's what Kevin Brennan wants, there's no reason to continue it. So do us all a favor. Grow up. Yep. Jesus. Schmuel, do your plugs. Thanks, Dan.
Dan, you're so funny.
Are you doing a show tonight, Pat?
Yes, I am. Starts at 11, so I need to set that stream up pretty soon. Go.
Yeah. So I was
also, Twitter is an easy one. If you want to watch it on Twitter, it's at Pat Dixon. It's the Twitter. That's where you'll find the link to watch it on Rumble, or you can just watch it on Twitter. Come on over to Rumble, though. Sign up, subscribe, be different. See what else is going on.
Hell yeah, man. No, I love that show over there. And she noticed your background. I do notice you have different shows. You have like 4 or 5 different shows you do at this point, right? You got
a
New York City Crime Report, Late as Fuck, and whatever. You do the late night piano shows, you do comedy shows. You got a variety show over there, for God's sakes.
The Ron Fuddle show, that's brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice when someone, it's nice to know someone's paying such close attention, right? But, it's not flattering anymore.
Absolutely. And I did have one last question for you. What are your thoughts on the Ski Mask Collective?
What's going on with Ski Mask? I haven't heard anything from him forever.
I mean, he did a show last weekend, and he's in a new place now. He's got other things going on, so he's around, and he seems to be doing good in health and whatnot. So
that's the thing. That's all I would hope for him, is that he stays in good health.
Right on. He just kind of wanted a shout out for actually Ski Mask Collective itself. I know you've known him probably over the years.
Yeah, we've met a few times, and nice guy, nice guy. And I do hope that he, stays in good health. That's what do we have that's more important than our health?
Money.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather find $10 on the ground than him be in good health. But that choice is not it.
Well, I mean, if he was on fire, I bet you would at least pee on the guy, for God's sakes. I know you probably like him that much.
Not if there was not anybody around buying pee for any price.
Fair enough. No, thanks a ton for coming on, Pat. We do appreciate it. Everybody go check out Pat on all of his sites.
All right, Pat.
Good talk. Good meeting you. See you, Schmuel. Have a good
good one.
Oh, he took off.
No, you missed out, man. You don't get your answer at all. You were going to ask him something. Oh, go ahead. Ask me and I'll pretend. I'll play.
No, I was going to ask him, are we going to see him in Atlantic City?
Oh, he said there's a chance. You're saying there's a chance. That's what he said.
He said no yesterday.
No, he's still open to going. So we definitely want to keep that going for as long as possible, because that will mess with somebody's head. Wink, wink, nod, nod. We want to keep that. I don't know. As long as there's confusion, I think it would be funny to fuck with Felicia in that way. So let's keep that rumor going.
I could just see her walking into the Tennessee Beer Hall with like boxes, like an attorney, on a trolley, dragging in boxes of paperwork with her notes in them.
Shit. From what I understand, she's bringing 2 black men from New York City as bodyguards. That's what she said. She has bodyguards all lined up. I think they're bodyguards. I assume they're not both of her boyfriends. But you never know. It's 2025, folks. That does happen. B Smiley the third, $2. Thank you, sir. How long were you together? He said they were together in right after the punch happened until the following March. So we're talking 8 to 9 months, somewhere in there. Very specifically, B Smiley the third. So yeah, quite the long little relationship going. I thought it was much shorter than that. I couldn't remember exactly, but yeah, that's actually a very long relationship. I've been with some psychos for 9 months, and I'll tell you, it's not easy to get rid of them. And it sounds like that's exactly what Pat was trying to do there at the end. He didn't have a car, and he was like, "All right, you got a car, get the fuck out of here, leave already, Jesus, lady." But yes, Schmuel, it's your turn, buddy. We had you here to come on and talk about AC, and apparently you had a bunch of updates about Win by 2, and he went and looked at the Tennessee Beer Hall today. Is that correct?
Well, I don't know if I didn't get there. I've been to the Tennessee Beer Hall. I was there I was there last year for Chad's show.
Chad?
And then I was there once in the interim. And I don't know how they're going to pull this off. They got more people going to appear than probably seats in the room.
Apparently it's being remodeled and there's 80 seats in the room, correct?
I think it holds about 80, yeah. But it's a packed 80.
80 people. And that's what they're selling tickets for, right? 80 or was it 65? 65, right?
60 or 65. But and then
so that they have room to keep the patrons that are already in the beer hall, apparently.
I don't think so. I think 60 is going to pretty packed, going to make it pretty crowded.
So
but also, how do you do a show, right? It's 60 at $20 a ticket, $1,200. How do you put on this show for $1,200?
Very good question.
Right, and Chad wants his airfare and hotel paid,
and Win by Two probably wants to get a couple bucks.
Right. I don't see it.
I don't know how does that work. Yeah, it's very interesting. I just want to see it. I want to see it fail. I want to see it fail miserably, and I want it to be all on Chad's shoulders. And I think that's a great thing.
I suppose but you could $75 each. That might be one way to do it, or $200 each might.
Yeah, I'm just curious right now to see exactly where they're at with the remodeling. I don't know if someone that lives in AC could go check out can you even go into the Tennessee Beer Hall like right now? You've probably called, right?
I think it's still open, man.
You called recently, correct?
Yeah,
just about like fire, but they answered the phone and said hello.
Yeah, I didn't call. I didn't ask them about fire codes or anything. I did look up. I went to Atlantic City to see the Atlantic City.
So you Googled that shit.
Yeah,
so you didn't actually call. Okay, I was curious.
No, Tennessee Beer Hall is open.
It's open right now.
According to their website, it's open till 1 a.m.
Do you want to call them live on air right now? Do you have a cell phone? Could you do that?
I do. What do we want to ask them?
Are you open? Are you open every night? Have you been doing regular hours? Do you still have a stage? Like, I guess I could call them too.
They never had they don't have a stage. There is no stage. That's the part that's another part.
Well, you said that there was like a little triangle in the corner.
Yeah, so in the corner, they have a little platform, a little triangle platform. Where these guys
for solo
yeah, solo. You can't fit anything up there. They barely fit
no
a comedian
table,
and
no
a karaoke
nothing.
speaker last year.
That's hilarious, man.
And
it looks better than that. I don't know, that is kind of weird. I mean, I seen the footage of it from Uncle Jack. He filmed all the sets.
Right, because when Gino came off the stage, Gino was drinking, obviously, and he decided he was going to come off the stage, the little triangle, and talk to people. Nobody could see him in the back.
That's wild, man.
It was and it's very close up. Sorry, I dropped my phone.
Are you filming from your phone right now? Because I will just call him myself if you are.
No, if you want to call him, that'd be cool. You ready? Give you the number.
Hold on.
Did she do third input? Was her bush trimmed? Did she swallow your load? I got to touch Kate Meany's back. I'm the Duke.
Me and my wife are working things out. She's so beautiful. Don't you dare talk about her, or else you'll get a Stevie Lou knuckle sandwich. Have you heard of me?
Pat Dixon can't sell tickets. Chili, are you going to touch my hot dog in AC?
I fuck women. I like to stick and move. I haven't seen a pussy since 2002.
That's probably true as fuck right there.
That
is the most believable stuff I've heard tonight.
Touch Kate Meany's back. That's so fucking awesome.
Chad Zuma. Yeah, he got to touch her back at the stand right before he had to fly back to Florida. That does actually make sense. What do we got for a number there, man?
We got 609 541 4099.
It's a Friday night. They should be open. Pick up, pick up, pick up. Uh-oh, this is not a good sign.
Yeah, the winner.
You know, a lot of the times the like the website will say open, like it's just nothing ever changed.
Right.
Your call has been forwarded to an
But you know what I mean. Like they'll be closed, but still on the website they will not have it changed that they're like closed temporarily for remodeling. And I would assume that that's why they're not answering. I'll call again once more just to make sure. But I bet you money that they're closed. There's probably a way we could call like the place across the street or something.
There actually really is no place across the street.
What I'll do is look out your window. Is that place across the street open? That would be awesome.
No. I mean, they'll know.
There's like a homeless shelter next door.
Yeah. Call the bums and ask them
if the doors are locked.
All right, they're not answering.
It's
That's not a good sign. I'll say that they're not answering on a Friday night. And I mean, shit's happening right now. So the new year, yeah. So anyway, I did hear that it's completely getting remodeled and supposed to be open on the 3rd, and the event's happening on the 8th. That is like really fucking cutting it close. Sure. And I would love it if they planned it all and then the remodeling gets extended for a week, which gets Chad scrambling. Because that old Chad, boy, oh boy, he came on hot yesterday, screaming and yelling about he's the greatest of all time, and then had to quit his stream like 15 minutes later, which is hilarious. But he just wants to put on a better show than Melton is. And so he can boast about it and be like, oh, I'm the greatest of all time, even if it comes off like last year where you just had some shitty comedy event and then said, hey, I know it was a total failure and the band played and it sucked and the sound quality was horrible and nobody was actually paying any attention to the comedy whatsoever. But we had fun. We got drunk and we had fun. And that's all that matters, that people paid money to go to an event that half the people didn't pay for, which should make them jealous, right?
I asked Chad to give me my money back. I paid $50 for tickets and another like 35 for food.
Yeah.
While I was there. And I wanted a refund.
What was his response? Where did you ask him?
I asked him for it the other day and he's like, fuck you. You weren't even there. I'm like, yeah, no, I was there.
Oh, no. Yeah, you've been trolling him on MLC with the super chats. You've really actually been getting to him, Schmuel. Congratulations on that. But the other day when Kevin put him on the spot about all the details and he had none. And then you came in fucking hot and boy, oh boy, you threw him off. I wish I could remember them all, but you probably take notes like Felicia Gillespie, right? So you've got them all written down.
I don't remember half the stuff, but he just kept saying whenever Kevin would ask him a question, it was like, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah, all right. It's going to be fine.
So then
come on, man.
You ask Chad and you're like, you just sent Chad. Well, what are you going to do about the stage? We don't need a stage. We're just trying to have fun. And he called me a virgin, which was interesting. That was his big retort.
You're a virgin. That's gay. You got to quit acting like a Newport. Wow. There you go. Everything is fine. $5. Quadfather, I think Melton does a hilarious Kevin Brenner voice. Can you make a Kevin Brenner voice? I like how you misspelled his last name. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Everything is fine for the $5. And I did it before. So you tell me, how bad is my impersonation? I think I just sucked it up really badly right there, but I can try. I mean, I pepper him in during the show. I try to do a few Kevin Brennan impersonations during the show. So I don't know that I'm one of the good ones at doing it. I have kind of a tough voice to make impersonations with because it's very deep. I think I do a good Ray DeVito. I think I have to catch certain spots where it works out. I need to take a drink of Gatorade like him, right? Does that help the impersonation?
Wow.
I don't know. Fuck. No, I suck. There's your answer. Sorry.
You're no Kevin Brenner.
I'm no Kevin Brenner. I'm not even a Neil Brenner or one of the other 8 kids.
Come on.
I'm none of them. Soup Party, $2. Thank you very much, sir. Do we not read milestone chats on this show? Did I miss one? I'll look back. Don't play games with me, buddy. I'll look back and find your milestone chat. If you're fucking with me, oh, okay. Soup Party, member for 8 months. Thank you, sir, for being a member for so long. Just posted a clip of you making fun of Troons. Where did you post this? On Twitter or on Discord? Because there's multiple places that could happen. So watch it, buddy. All right. So what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to go look up shit you're doing on other things? I'm not going there. I'm not doing it. And so what if I made fun of Troons? Come on, man.
It's a crap.
Come on, man. Yeah, I think he set me up to go look at like porn to show it on my show. What do you got, a clip of someone screaming the N-word with their dick out? I have a feeling that's probably most likely what it is.
I see a coup coming. Next thing you know, you're going to go off looking for this clip, and you come back, and Jings is running things over here.
Cuckoo. Yeah, I am the walrus. I am the Eggman. Indeed. Leo Gunn, who is a good egg. Speaking of eggs. Leo got $5. Thank you, sir. I remember John Win by 2 called the Tennessee Beer Hall right before the event last year asking details, and the girl who answered the phone knew nothing about it at all. I too last year called the Tennessee Beer Hall and asked some questions like a couple days before the event, and not one person I talked to had a clue what the fuck was happening. I talked to a waitress the first time, and then I made her go get the manager. The manager came over, and he had no answers either. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm sure that the owner probably set up this event, and he's the only person that you could talk to, and he's not here right now." So and I did not. I didn't do like a follow-up phone call days later to make sure.
They didn't ask us if we had tickets until the very end.
Exactly.
And that was when
like everybody knows that.
The only reason why they asked was because Chad or one of those people asked them, and then they came around asking us, "Did you guys have a ticket?" and then what our name was, and then tried to compare them on a list.
And that went very well because they gave up, it sounds like.
Well, the place, I think they sold about 20, 25 tickets.
And so it holds 60, 80 people, packed. So it wasn't a big deal.
Right. But a lot of people were walking in during the show, and they were like, "Oh, there's a show." And the staff was like, "No, it's okay, fine. Come on in. You can sit down."
Yeah, scream, yell, laugh, look around, ignore the comedians. Have a great time. Do whatever you want.
We had to have Stuttering John come out and stand up there and tell us all we needed to listen to the comedians. That we weren't.
Come watch Gino scream the N-word. You guys will love it. It's going to be great. Was that so you went last year? Did you troll Gino whatsoever? I know that you're not like a huge fan of Gino, so
I was giving him a shot, and he just blew it. It was awful.
Well, okay, who was worse, Chad or Gino?
It was embarrassing. Gino was worse than Chad. Chad was great for like the first 5 or 6 minutes because he was doing KB's jokes. He was hilarious. Like I'm sitting there and I'm going, Chad's not that bad. Chad's not that bad. And then all of a sudden it turned and he started going into his old material. And you're sitting there
celibate.
Yeah.
Wait till you're married.
Oh my God. I haven't heard about a promise ring since 98. And I felt bad for the guy.
It's just jokes. Everybody feels bad for the guy except for me. It seems like because I watch his show and I see people sending him gifted memberships and money, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Do they not know this guy was just ripping off veterans 2 years ago? Like, what the fuck? Am I in Twilight Zone? What is happening here? Quit giving this criminal money. He probably is the only person stealing credit card numbers in the Dabbleverse.
And I don't like trashing women, but boy, does Keanu stink.
Wait. You don't like trashing women, or you don't like trashy women?
Trashing. I
Oh.
love trashy.
I was just making sure, man. I didn't know if you mispronounced a word or.
Oh man, there's nothing as exciting as the woman telling you about her many trips to Italy and France.
Oh, I thought you were going to say OnlyFans.
Dad jokes on a plane.
That's hot.
And then I turned to the
I'm on a
wife and said,
plane.
she sold her butthole on OnlyFans.
It's shit. You could Google it right now. What are you talking about? No, I didn't say that. Don't Google Keanu's butthole. That's not
wrong.
nice, folks. It's wrong. Don't Google Jing's butthole either.
No, that's really wrong. That's very wrong.
That one will come up. Yeah, yeah.
Go to
Or
hell.
what's the other guy's name? PPP. That guy.
Don't do that.
Oh,
Also,
okay.
we'll go straight to hell.
That's the worst one because it glistens. Oh no! When the light hits it right, it's
Mark
gross.
doesn't know this. He was told this. He doesn't know this from personal experience.
No, I saw it.
His eyes.
No, I saw it a
his
lot.
head is his
I've
leg.
seen it a lot.
Looking at it.
I really looked at the detail of it to be specific.
He zoomed in.
I did with a magnifying glass. Old school. I'm old school that way.
It's okay.
Everything is fine. It was not bad, but I think Melton has voice aid software that makes it better. I mean, better. Yeah, and you guys aren't going to convince me to eat sticks of butter, so don't even fucking go there. I know what you're trying to do right now. I know that was probably the first attempt at just getting into my head a little bit, but I'm impervious. I'm like Teflon, the Teflon Don, baby. Quadfather? Yeah, like the Godfather, the Teflon Don,
You
motherfucker.
could do a Lucy Tightbox video where she ate a
I would love
stick
to
of
do
butter.
Lucy
Do one of
Tightbox.
those.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, there was more to that. Okay, go ahead.
No, Lucy did a eating a stick of butter stream. You could do one.
I saw.
You'd probably get as many get a lot of followers, Quad. Might attract
That's
an
all I
entirely
watch.
new
Lucy
audience.
Tightbox videos. Are you fucking kidding me? That's all I watch.
I mean, the name.
Yeah, when she does the review of the dildo, the stuttering John dildos.
The
I mean,
dildo.
I've watched that 10,000 times over and over and over and over.
Can you get all the way through it? I usually need to take a nap about halfway through it.
3 minutes. 3 minutes of that video. The first 3 minutes is all I've ever seen, honestly.
Opening credits, I'm out.
Same thing with WATP. I always, it's weird how I start watching it and something happens. I just fall asleep out of nowhere when she's on.
Yeah, just need a nap.
I don't even know what it is.
No, I don't either.
Must be all that exercise I get in the first couple of minutes.
Next thing I know, it's morning and the cats are licking me. I don't know what's going on. That's too much information, wasn't it?
Well, at least they're not trying to chew your face off like my cat does.
No, I feed them.
Deb, $5. Thank you, Deb. It was a joy being on the first podcast I've ever been on with you last night. That was good stuff over there at Nice Podcast Stupid. Shout out to Dan and Deb doing the Lord's work over there. And they have been keeping up with all of these people over there on the East Coast. I can't keep tabs of all you people on the East Coast because your whereabouts are unknown to me. Even when you tell me where you live, I still go, what? Huh? Where's that? Yeah. You guys all need to come out to Hackam Mania so I can meet every last damn one of you. I'm telling you right now, if you are listening to this right now, you need to be at Hackam Mania because you're going to meet the Quadfather. I might even tell you my name's Derek at Hackam Mania. Oops, I slipped.
Discount code Quad.
And hey, ladies, hugs are free.
You should bring a manual wheelchair and give like $10 a push.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I will sell lap rides for like $5 a pop around the block.
Can I get one of those?
I just want one. I just want KB to come up to me and give me one of those huge hugs where I can go. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I want a motor, but oh wait, yeah.
She might suffocate
come
you.
come give me a hug when I see you, KB. I don't even know if I know she's going to AC. I don't know if she's going to Hackam Mania. But whatever. I'll motorboat any of you ladies if you have the ability to do that. We do love those big fucking tits. No doubt about it. Just joking, KB. I'll give you a fist bump instead.
That's the bro thing to do.
Bro, we'll bro out, homie. Fucking A. I'll buy you a drink. I may or may not put something in it. I may or may give you a wheelchair ride. That's how we steal them. That's how we do it.
That's right.
KB's a doll. She'll give you a hug. That's for sure.
Nah, she's
What a
awesome.
good girl.
Yeah, she's one of the first people I've ever met, like back in the in hot water and live streaming. The first podcast I ever went on to, she was a fan of that. So I've pretty much known her since I've been hanging out with all you people. You people in the Dabbleverse, indeed. Deb, $5, $1,200 to pay Winby. Winby, is it? Blade, is it? Yeah, Blade.
What the hell is Blade?
What you know what the hell a blade is? Come on.
No, I know what a blade is, but I mean, where did
is
you come up with
why?
that name? It's like
We know where he watched fucking Wesley Snipes movies. Obviously.
right.
Maybe he doesn't pay his taxes either. I don't know. Maybe he's a fan of people that got tax evasion.
A cheese fan.
A cheese fan. Yeah, there you go. $1,200 to pay Winby to Chad's airfare, room, etc. And what does the venue receive in exchange for closing its doors to regular patrons on a Saturday night? That is the $1 million question, or the couple $1,000 question, because I'm sure that the venue is going to want to make at least what they would make on a regular night. Plus,
I'm sure there's going to be a certain premium for them to be able to rub elbows with the talent that night. You know, that's got to be worth something. You don't get to hang out with.
I would go as far as saying Kevin Brennan is a talent, but he's not doing stand up. Therefore, I really don't get the appeal. I think that they could just hang out at the Borgata and rub elbows there for not do a live whatever. I want to see the live event because you know where it's going. With Chad in control of it, I'm saying.
I don't know why they don't just find something to do at the Borgata since everybody's staying there. But
yeah. No, I mean Dan said that on the show last night. He was like, "Why don't they just get a roped off fucking area and do a VIP section where they all rub elbows and have an open bar at the Borgata downstairs, not in a room, not with live streaming because fuck live streaming. That's kind of dumb. I'm sure it would be
There's a shit ton of bars where I'm sure if you
there
for
is
$200, they would rope it off and you could have an event there for
rope
a
a
couple
dope
hours.
even.
You could rope a dope. You could.
This is Chad's redemption from last year. That's why we're doing this because this Chad. That was Chad's show last year.
It was.
Yeah,
I thought Okay, so that is something else I wanted to bring up was the fact that Gino says and claims that he just took over the show because Chad failed to follow through with any of the details, and Ken Mosca ended up just calling Gino and saying, Hey, Chad's like totally following through with all this. You want to take over on it? That's how Gino kind of says it. Gino said he took over from Chad.
It's not the way that I remember it. The way that I remember it was Pat Dixon said he wanted to go to Atlantic City, and that's when Gino became interested in going to Atlantic City.
And cut in on
because then Pat couldn't go because of the restraining orders and stuff.
Fair.
Why did you
right? And then Gino did the same thing when he said he was going to go to Hackam Mania.
Yes, he did. He threatened that, and Pat was like, "Well, if he shows up, I can't come." And wherefore, Patrick Melton ended up saying, "Okay, no matter what, in no situation can Gino come to this event." He said, "Absolutely, you will not be let into the event. Period. End of story." That is exactly how it went down. Indeed. Yeah, so I don't understand why the Tennessee Beer Halls would agree to do this, but hey, the owner is apparently the person that's setting it up, so I guess he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Don't they get to keep the bar and the food?
That's my thing. Is like, how could he just stop feeding and letting people get drinks? The regular people that are there, like he's going to stop them from eating and say, "Put that fry down and get the fuck out," because we got a comedy show coming in now.
I don't think it's that kind of show, Quad. I think they're going to be serving food the whole time. I mean, that's what they did last year.
I know, but aren't they only going to be filling the event with the? They're only going to be filling the area with people that have the tickets from Eventbrite, right?
Right. But it's just
what
a
are they
big
going to do with the
room.
people?
I don't know how to.
What are they doing with the people that are there already when they show up? That's the part that doesn't make any sense.
I don't know that they're that crowded.
Exactly. You got to remember, this is February, Atlantic City. There's not going to be a whole lot of people that are off the.
Nobody's going to Atlantic City during the Super Bowl weekend.
I don't know. The rooms at the Borgata were ridiculously cheap. So I don't know. What do they? I mean, I think everybody's going to Super Bowl parties and going partying and stuff. I don't know. I didn't think that was a big deal for Atlantic City.
If last year is anything like, if this year is like anything like last year, there was the place was pretty empty when we got there for the show, right? We didn't have a problem getting a seat.
How about Atlantic City in general?
No, it was pretty full, but it was Sunday. You know, Saturday night in Atlantic City is always busy. Sunday it was kind of insane, and I was blown away by how cheap how cheap the room was for Sunday. And
how about the whores? How cheap were the whores?
Yeah, I don't know. Mrs. Buckman was with me, so that's not. Something
son of a bitch! She ruined your weekend. I'm sorry, man. That sucks.
No, and she'll be there this weekend. But they gave us a
shout out,
room
Mrs. Buckman,
for Sunday, and Saturday was like Saturday now is like about $230 all in, which is I think cheap for the Borgata.
Yes, well, it's cheap for Atlantic City, especially Borgata. I mean, there were in the summertime you couldn't touch any of the hotels for that kind of a price. That's not really true, but
I mean, it may change as we get closer. But
how about the heroin? How was the heroin?
We'd have to ask Tosspot about that. I'm not really sure if we know.
I hear it's really cheap in February.
I know Stevie Lou was standing up, right? But
yeah, what he was standing on the corner?
No, he was
playing in rocks.
He was with the hell is his name? The Dan guy from Stuttering John, Hitman Dan.
Yeah,
leaning back while the video was on.
Guilty by association, right?
Well, SJ said that he got pissed off at Stevie Lou because Stevie wouldn't share any of the things that Stevie Lou had with him.
Like what? Oh, gay sex? He wouldn't share the gay sex.
Yeah. What is?
He couldn't even get any bacon on a sandwich, from what I understand.
Quad, think Dave Sarah, and then think about what he didn't share.
Oh, I know what Coke is. Yeah, Coca-Cola. It's one of the best products around since the 1800s.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to accuse anybody of that, but
I would. I love doing that. That's my favorite thing. I love accusing people of things. It's fun.
It's the best. Quad's a murderer.
Everything is fine. $5. Who is the zombie under you? You have a flamboyant boomer on your left. Indeed. You could go as far as to say he's just a Piazza, Panini, all of those things.
I'm not a boomer, by the way.
Right, Yingwei?
Damn it. God damn it. I'm not a boomer. 6 months too young to be a boomer.
You're a little bit like this is the Boomer Bunker you're watching, folks. So I hope you're enjoying this.
Welcome. No. I'm flamboyant.
Zombie. I don't know that he's exactly
looking.
Oh, yeah. No, I guess I could see a zombie a little bit. I would say it's something else myself. Maybe more like Bram Stoker's Dracula, where he tries to blend in with society, walking around the streets of London. Is it?
Which is stupid because he's fucking Dracula. You shouldn't have to blend in with anybody.
Dracula. Yeah, do you have a long robe and make your hair into like a beehive at night?
I bet you weren't expecting to get that question tonight, were you?
You never know where we go on BYB. I can send out the link right now to all the whores in Discord, and they could be on here fucking around.
Whores and their hordes.
The whores. Should I send the whores the invite? We can turn this into a wild episode of BYB in about 2 seconds. I guarantee that.
Well, that was your last Friday.
It was. That's
you had
exactly
the drunky Minnesota chick.
Oh, she's around. She was
drunky
in chat
Minnesota. Yeah. I mean, whatever. I've been slow pulling the trigger on these super chats. That's why we're going through them now. Thank you everybody for everything is fine. The zombie. All right. Well, that's mean. That's uncalled for. How dare you call Mr. Buckman a zombie? Very rude. Leo Gunn. Leo Gunn he's a good egg. Yeah, he's a good egg.
Nice.
Yeah. I wish Leo Gunn well. I took away his moderator powers, but I wish him well. If I saw him in a locker room, I'd pull out my dick and block him off from getting to the lockers. That's yeah. That's what I was
smoking in here.
Are you guys drinking? Are you smoking marijuana? Look at my cock.
You better not have a 40 in your hand.
DeVito's still not talking to me.
What'd you do to him this time?
The David Collins video. I suggested that pre-Kevin Brennan, I suggested that having a mic in your hand might give you an indication that you're being recorded.
What do you mean? Like you just said you had a mic in your hand. How did you not know you were recorded? Dummy?
We were
and that was it?
He was upset about it. And we were discussing it. And he said that, David surreptitiously taped him and he wasn't and all that. And I was like, you had a mic in your hand. Like, and he's been doing comedy for what, 20, 25 years?
Allegedly.
You're sitting in a studio. The guy's got lights on. He's talking about sound levels. He's speaking into a microphone. Maybe you more than anybody else should know that if you're sitting in front of cameras and you have a microphone, you're being recorded.
Yeah. I said the same thing on my podcast. So I guess maybe I'm out of the Ray DeVito business too. Maybe. I don't know. If you see this, Ray, I denounce Schmuel Buckman. I
don't watch any of these shows.
Christ compel me.
I don't watch any of these shows.
It was a big joke. We were kidding.
Yeah, I didn't mean it. Come on, man. Come on, Ray. Let me on your show.
Get your basket. Come back to our side.
There's the future star in making. $10. Crunchy cynicism. My bid to smell your chair. Yeah, you can sniff my chair. I will absolutely allow that kind of behavior. I am a degenerate.
Allowed.
Butt love. Jesus. Oh, is that what this is? She wants to. Oh no!
Say butt love.
Oh no! You made it weird. You made it weird.
That would make it weird.
Oh God, Crunchy! How dare you talk about my anus? It's off. Oh no! It's off. It's off. We're done, Crunchy. I'm not sending you the invite now. I was considering it. You just lost your chance there. How dare you want to sniff my chair? How about you show your bed, your piss-stained bed? If you show your piss-stained bed and explain how that happened, then we will absolutely let you sniff my chair. Is that a good consolation?
It's not.
Is that a fair trade?
It's not piss.
Send in another super chat and tell me if that's a fair trade. I think it's reasonable.
I think she's going to tell you it's squirt.
That's not pee, that's squirt. I made that.
That's right.
That's for me.
That's my pillow.
Yeah, that's God. I think I showed that video last week.
Yes, you did. And I'm never going to be the same.
You're welcome. Yeah, that's what we do. We get boomers on the show, and then we show them stuff that they'll never be able to get out of their minds.
Even my white noise machine is against me now. It's a
I feel
black
like we've
noise
seen
machine.
more stuff than you'll ever see.
Oh, yeah, that could be true as well.
Fair enough. Animal, $5. Thank you, sir. I'd like Chad to prove the cops called him. Schmuel, you should have pushed that. Screenshot the time and the date of the call. 100% he's lying. Animal, how dare you steal my talking points? Because it's almost like you read my mind, because the next video I have up is Carl from WATP, and I'm not lying. That's right there. Boom. Boom. See, that is exactly what I was going to show next. Let me get through these super chats, and I will show the video and answer your question. But I mean, yeah, just to preempt that, absolutely, Chad is fucking lying. Absolutely, that's a fake Carl that called in and got Stuttering John canceled. There's no doubt in my mind. Yeah, and I think Carl said that. I actually haven't had a chance to watch that clip, so I'll be watching it for the first time with you guys. So there you go. Awesome. But yeah, Chad lying. That's not a shocker, is it, Animal? I can't imagine you would think so.
I would be shocked. And we all know Chad because of his lying, right? Yeah. I mean, the reason why Chad became famous is the whole Kumia thing. Kumia sent goons to beat him up, and
yeah,
right.
Yeah, Cheetos punched him in the eye, and then said, "Welcome to Kumia country." Yeah, Kumia country.
So stupid.
He said that the other day, but he said it jokingly. But he did say, "Yeah, it was Cheeto. It absolutely was Cheeto that punched me." Like, all right, stop it, Chad. Come on, Chad. Animal, $5. Why did Chad Zumach do a 180 today? Yesterday, I quote, "This guy did that to you, John. Today, I didn't do it." What a motherfucking liar. So what day was he lying? Every day. It just depends on what topic you're asking about, because yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that he lied about. I guarantee he called the cops. He called the event. He called the owner of the club. If anyone doesn't know that Stuttering John was on a bill for Cape Coral, some comedy club there, and he got canceled allegedly because he's been threatening other comedians, and that other comedian is none the less than Chad Zumach.
Imagine.
So I don't think anyone else could have got him canceled except for Chad, if you ask me. Do you have any opinions on that, Schmuel?
What did you see the Vince tape today? The Vince clip from today?
Vince the lawyer? Yeah.
Yeah. He called.
That's the clip I have.
Oh, okay.
It's Vince the lawyer, but it's the Vince the lawyer where he calls the club, and the guy said, "Yeah, Carl from whatever."
Carl.
The email was from Carl from WATP or some shit like that. So
I see Chad doing it, and I didn't, but yet, and yesterday, I think Chad was sort of saying he did it. Right? I mean, he was very proud of himself for doing it.
Saying, and absolutely, that's what he was saying.
And then when the tide turned against him, like, "Oh, you're a piece of shit for getting another comic canceled." I didn't do it. So, Chad, it's just you don't know. He lies. I think he told the truth at first. I think he did do it, and now he's just trying to backtrack because people.
Yeah, of course, that's a horrible look. That's snitch ass shit, and that happened to him in the Bahamas, and he was all butthurt about it when Ski Mask did it to him. That was a little more than just getting canceled from a comedy show. That was
and
like
you're depriving us of seeing the John video, right?
Right.
The best part would have been to see SJ hosting the show.
We want content, motherfuckers. So yeah, absolutely. When you take content away from us, it leaves us very upset. So yeah, we want to see more. I guarantee someone would have got in there and filmed the entire thing. And then we could have seen how horrible Stuttering John's stand-up is, which I assume is horrible. There's no doubt. Unless he left that trans joke in there, that would be fucking amazing. If he still has that in his repertoire. Like if he spazzed out and forgot a bunch of jokes, but still could remember his old trans jokes and brought those out, that would be amazing.
My daughter's son's fine with it.
Yeah. You guys can all go suck my daughter's cock. You all suck. Soup Party, $5. Thank you, sir. Why are we paying win by 2 again if there's no stream? I guess to just record the train wreck. Good point. Yeah, I think I bet Win by 2 would be willing to do all that work and stuff just to be part of it and watch the train wreck. I would be. I absolutely would sign up just to be there and watch it fall apart.
Yeah, but I think Chad was willing to pay Win by 2 in the beginning because Chad thought this was going to be a super chat bonanza. And then, people, I wouldn't know who, started trolling Brennan saying, leaving Chad in charge of your YouTube channel is like the fastest way to demonetization. And Brennan got scared.
Oh, yeah. No, people started dropping the super chats and shit and getting in Kevin's head. I don't know if you sent one, but there was a few that did that. And yeah, Kevin.
Yeah, no, we're not using my channel. No, that's not happening. I'm not losing my channel over this, Chad. You use your channel. You guys can get your channel taken down, Chad.
Right. Absolutely. And then there was a discussion about how you would share the revenue from the super chats, and now they're not going to stream at all.
Well, Kevin doesn't give a fuck about the money. It does seem like he just wants he wants an event to happen and be part of it. That seems like that's all he cares about. He's like, Chad, you're in charge of everything. So if it's a total failure, it's on you, buddy. Except for Kevin did say like, yeah, he understands that it will look like he's a failure also because he's part of it. So he does understand that much, like just being there and being part of it. If it's a total failure and a flop, then he knows he's going to get some of the fallout from it. Not fallout.
And if it's a success, he'll take all the credit.
He'll take all of the credit. Well, I don't know what he said though. Kind of negates that, if you ask me, just by the fact that he was like, "No, I'm not part of any of it. You handle the money, you handle the door, you handle the event, you handle all of the stuff with John. And if it's you guys do the money. I don't want nothing to do with the money stuff." Right. And he was like, Kevin, I think he would take some money if the super chats were off the fucking, if there was thousands and thousands of dollars to split up. We'll see.
Kevin does have a hindsight about him though, where he can say one thing one week and then a week later it changes.
Yeah. Well, he's bipolar. Absolutely. He could do that in one episode of MLC.
All these guys have a tendency to revise history, so I can see that.
Do you think KB will show up if he knows it's going to be a complete disaster? I mean, he'll show up to the Borgata, but will he show up to the?
Yeah, I mean, he did threaten that a couple times. He was like, "Yeah, I just won't show up. I'm just not going to go." He did say that. I'll leave my own show. I'll leave. I'm getting off my own show now. I'm out of here. Timothy L, $2. Quad. How about having Big Black on this show? Yeah, that could be a thing. No problem. I would absolutely have Big Black on the show. Now that he's kind of in the swing of things, and he's been on with King of All Blacks, and that show went very well from what I saw. Absolutely. I think Big Black has a lot to offer, knows a lot of stuff. He keeps up on everything in the Dabbleverse. I don't really think there's much missing. He doesn't have anything else to do, man. He sits in his house listening to that smoke detector going off all night. Instead of doing that, that's right. He doesn't hear it. We hear it. He doesn't hear it. Are you guys okay with having a Big Black on the show?
I'd love to have him on.
Why not?
The black one. The black one.
Of course, Dave Serra's saying he doesn't want to be on the show, but if he wanted to be on the show, why
You're not fucking welcome, motherfucker.
Yeah, he told me he was exclusive to Tuki.
Peter Sky Parker. Claude, you know he's black, right?
Wait, he's black?
No shit. Are you serious? He can't even hear a fucking smoke detector. Hey, I said I would be open to it. It wasn't I didn't say, hey, will you come on my show, motherfucker? But if you're going to say no, then I won't even ask you. I didn't even ask you.
That's the second setup tonight they tried to pull you into.
Yeah, I didn't even ask.
Big Black, this is the perfect forum for you. You should definitely do this show.
Dear Claude, I never.
Oh, G-Rob. Why not have G-Rob on? There you go. That'll be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not come on the show?
Oh, fuck. I don't care. Fuck you, B Smiley. I don't give a fuck what you think. You're a piazza. Fuck you. Get off my show. Get out of my chat. You suck. Also, you're welcome. You're welcome for that. All right. I'm just looking through stuff real quickly to make sure I didn't miss anything. Peter Sky Parker, you better fucking say something nice about my audio. I went through a lot of pain to make this happen. So you better give credit where credit is due, and it's due today, motherfucker. The bill is due.
He's had a Charlie horse all afternoon because of this.
Yeah, Peter Sky Parker. You're a piazza. Tell me my audio's good, or I'll just keep doing this all night.
All right, here we go. Let's play this shit, and we can wrap this stuff up because I know people have places to go and ladies to do. Am I right, guys?
That's goddamn right, pal.
That's right. Go grab some titty, motherfucker.
Goddamn right.
Ooh, my beer.
Ooh, my beer.
We're going to call over to this thing. What is this? Comedy night to benefit Cape Coral Police Athletic League. We got John Melendez and comedian R.C. Smith, whoever that is. 6:30 at $25, dinner included. Oh, God. Student auction 50-50. Call this number 239. So let's call over here and see what's going on with this. Oh, because what happens is someone posted this, and I have not been able to verify this. Look at this. Chad had claimed that John has been fired from this gig that doesn't pay anything. And now John is not on the bill, according to this. Now, as a journalist, I can't just accept this as true. We got to call over there and see. So what the hell is this number? 239?
Journalist.
574.
Vince seems to want to be everything
0575. Let's just ask.
He wants to be everything but what, Schmuel?
But what he is.
Yes.
A lawyer?
Yeah, he only uses his lawyer to like hit people with as a stick. He doesn't
Right,
seem
right.
to enjoy it at all.
The fuck? He's a troll lawyer.
Sometimes you just
Not
gotta
a lawyer, troll.
do some good old fashioned journalism. It's calling. You can't hear the ringing.
Thank you.
Wait, Kennedy Center, this is Sharon.
Hey, Sharon, how you doing?
Good, thank you.
I have tickets for John R. Melendez on Saturday. I just want to confirm that he's actually performing.
All right, hold on one second.
Okay. This is the same hold music as Borgata.
They're probably related. Fuck me.
Or it's similar.
Thank you for holding. So unfortunately,
Sounded
he
like
won't be
porn
here.
music.
We just have RJ Smith coming for the,
I
for
would
the
know.
event.
Oh, no. Are you kidding?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I bought tickets on an airline flight, too, to see John. You know, he's world famous, obviously. All right.
Tickets.
What was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm
Airline
flying
tickets. Where are you coming from?
New York City.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually,
Okay. Well,
I mean,
he
technically,
was
we
never.
rent.
Okay, let's start with that. I just have an observation that this lady doesn't buy that anyone would fly to Cape Coral to see fucking Stuttering John do comedy. That's hilarious. World famous Stuttering John, might I mention. That's amazing.
Which world? I want to know.
World, yeah.
Which world?
The one,
yes.
Well, I mean,
we
technically, the world we're living in, Yingwei.
Okay,
Technically, that one.
I just don't see it.
But no other world outside of this world. No, not.
I thought maybe it was the same world that Vince the lawyer is a journalism on. I
journalist. He's a journalist.
He's a journalist.
That's not all right. So who should I send do you have a legal department there?
Hold on a second.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's hilarious. He is hilarious, dude, as far as this trolling goes.
Hey, how can I help you?
How you doing? I purchased tickets to see John, and obviously I booked the air flight down there, and now they're saying he's not performing. I just want to make sure that's true.
Yeah, he's not performing. Unfortunately, the numerous complaints from the Dabbleverse caused us to cancel him as the host. He was never even being paid for this event. However, I would probably go on to Dabblers Anonymous and complain to them and ask them to refund your plane tickets.
What's the Dabbleverse?
Come on. This is a business, sir.
Yeah, I know. And I'm a huge fan of John. And I actually bought tickets from New York City. I just found out today, not from you guys, from my sister, saying John's not going to perform.
He was never performing. He was a host.
Right. I agree. And look, I'm not mad at you. I just want to know why you didn't tell anyone.
He's not performing.
Are you issuing refunds then for the tickets?
We don't issue refunds.
Well, that's fraud then. You said that John was going to perform.
Unfortunately, he's not able to perform.
He's not able to perform, or you're not allowing him to perform? There's a huge difference in the law.
He is not performing at this show.
All right. Well, I think you should issue refunds to people and let everyone know that John's not going to be there. I don't know who this other comedian is.
So you bought plane tickets from New York to fly to Florida to come to a $25 comedy show for a charity for kids that play sports, for kids to play sports, to come see John host for 5 minutes on the stage.
Well, when you phrase it like that, yeah, I agree with. When you phrase it like that, it seems odd. But yes, I didn't know why or what this was going for.
Unfortunately, we've had numerous of harassing phone calls. We've had people reach out to the mayor and harass the mayor. We've had people harass the city manager. We've had people call people's wives and families. And unfortunately, we couldn't keep doing that. So what's your name so I can find it on the list? What did you book your ticket on?
Vincent Imbesi is my name.
That's what you booked the ticket under?
No, my assistant booked it. Hold on. I'll get the name.
Who's your assistant?
Hold on. We call her Cape Coral Kelsey.
This is kind of amazing, though. Doesn't the guy on the phone kind of seem like he's very knowledgeable about all this stuff? There's a weird feel to this phone call. I don't know if you guys are picking up on that, but I do believe that he's actually the owner of this place or whatever, the manager, whatnot. But I don't know. He seems a little more connected. And obviously, when they said that John's the host, it doesn't sound like they actually really set him up for comedy. And it's a thing for a baseball team, for a local baseball team, like Little League Baseball. This is all very convoluted. It seems like not a big deal whatsoever, but it is hilarious that in mass that Chad probably had a hand to play in this shit. Yeah, exactly. That's the first thing he mentioned was like the Dabbleverse, and then the guy's like, "Yeah, Vincent said, what is the Dabbleverse?" And yeah,
come on,
man, come on. Yeah, it is amazing. Yes, G Rob, dude on the phone mentioned the Dabbleverse. I know that is fucking insane.
That guy probably got a lesson on what the Dabbleverse was in the last week.
I don't believe Chad did not get a phone. So the city manager, people's wives, all kinds of people were getting phone calls, harassing phone calls. Indeed. I don't really even have to hear any more of this. I didn't listen to this before today, so it's not that interesting. I do give Vince the lawyer some credit for doing pretty good. That's funny. that is a funny troll. I'll have to say.
I'm convinced.
Whatever.
Like,
I don't. Are you
90%,
guys?
I'm sorry. I was going to say, I'm convinced that 90% of the things that happens to Stuttering John are Vince. That's what it feels like to me. He's behind everything.
He sure
does have that feel. He's obsessed, like Felicia Gillespie with Pat Dixon. It has that same feel. Like Vince the lawyer is. Anytime that he's not around John, he's like a scorned lover, and anytime that he's close to him, he's absolutely fucking with him 24/7. It's almost like I didn't want to go as far as to actually call Felicia literally a psycho, but Vince does kind of seem that fucking way, man.
He can picture really does. Vince walking around with boxes of notes too.
Oh, no doubt about it. Plus, he's a lawyer, so it's probably no problem. Yeah. But he asks questions like, I do have to give him a little bit of credit for the acting. Like when he does ask questions, he is actually good at asking questions, but I think that is part of being a lawyer. He's turned his profession into a troll. You know what I mean? He's turned being a lawyer into comedy lawyer. Like I will go around asking serious questions in a funny way. And it comes off like that.
He's very good at what he does, and that's what makes me hate him so much, is because he's really good at it. And it's fucking aggravating. Because he doesn't seem to make a lot of mistakes.
Shit. I don't know. Have you
find him
been on here before, right, Schmuel?
Say that again?
You've been on here before. I'm just thinking I got
once before. I was on with Gino for 30 seconds, and then
yeah, he didn't come on for very long. That's for sure. Yeah, he didn't like you very much. We know that.
The night my camera died. Yeah, he's not a fan.
Yeah, I'm looking up Schmuel Buckman. So anyway, yeah, it's not more content, it's less content, and we want more. God damn it. I don't think I do have links for you, dude. I could make them right now, though.
It's all right. I can just tell them to you.
All right. Oh, I do. God dang. Thank you, God. Cool, man. That's awesome. All right. Let's just end it on this real quick. I don't know if you guys saw that fucking John came up with TikToks and cameos. He came up with both. So since he's left the YouTube, he's come up with this stuff. Were you aware of this? Yeah, exactly. Like nobody gets a TikTok. Who gets a TikTok? And for this kind of nonsense too. Let's just play a couple real quick and laugh at him and get the fuck out of here. Agreed.
Absolutely.
Ryan, this is the world famous stuttering John Melendez.
World famous. He says it. Son of a bitch.
Recording from my Mercedes as I just left the gym. I know you don't really know what a gym is, you fat fuck. From what I hear, your idea of dieting is cutting it down to 7 meals a day. Anyway, I hear you like to fish a lot as well. Well, I do too. I'm only fishing for poon. That is my main goal, which explains why I'm in the gym. I'm not only in the gym to kick the asses of the people that have betrayed me and have said rotten things. I'm also in the gym for the ladies. So every day, almost every day, about 5 days a week, I'm pumping iron and thinking about beating the living shit out of the people that have trashed my family. Now, Ryan, I know that's not you, unless you're that creepy Ryan who's stalking me. But I don't think that you are, although I know that Ryan has too much free time, too. Let me make a suggestion if you have a lot of free time. Feel free to pass this link on so I could just stay happy and stay intoxicated, because nothing is better than an intoxicated, stuttering John.
A spitting John. Jesus.
He can't even read in a convincing way.
Yes, yeah. That's absolutely a script, no doubt about it. 1,000,000% he's reading it. But he's a Mensa. He's in Mensa, so don't you worry about. Yeah, I will pronunciate the words correctly that are coming out of my mouth, and I will say I'm fishing for poon. Yes.
This is gold, Yingwei. This is gold.
Oh, it's gold, but holy shit.
How much are people paying for a stuttering John fucking nonsense?
So I heard it was
$5.
50. I heard it was
Maybe?
50. And dropped it down to 40.
Yeah, I would bet he's going to be dropping it down over time a lot because the only people that are going to pay for it are people that want him to say stupid shit like this from the Dabbleverse.
How will he feel knowing that High Pitch Eric is lighting cigars with hundreds while he's dropping his prices every other week?
Exactly. Yeah, that guy's destroying it on Cameo, from what I understand.
Wow,
he's making
wow.
like hundreds of thousands of dollars a year.
Crazy
on
money.
Cameo.
Crazy money. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Feel free to pass this link on so I could just stay happy and stay intoxicated because nothing is better than an intoxicated stuff.
There it was. You saw it? Oh, gross. Let's watch that. I know I'm being a little bit like the Shuli Network right now, but this is too
An intoxicated stuttering.
yuck.
I'm doing it.
What was that? That was a chunk of something. I don't know.
Like blowing asteroids out of your mouth. Then they start revolving around him because he has his own gravity.
He's doing that like he's some old Catskill comic. You know, like some old just...
An old Jewish feller.
Yeah, I can't figure out which one. Like a Jackie Mason, probably.
Yeah. Actually, that's actually a spot on fucking. And now that he's old and shit, like that's the only Jackie Mason I can think of in my mind as an old one.
And
I'm young.
Some of these newish affects that he's like that lip smacking thing, he picks that up, but he doesn't let go of it. It's like it seems at first he's putting it on, and then it just becomes part of the repertoire. It's either it was not something he was doing intentional all along, or it just becomes something he starts doing involuntarily.
Is it like the yips, you know, when catchers go to throw the ball back and they can't stop it from their glove, like he picks it up and he always got the yips. He can't let it go. Like Dave Sauer's mouth sounds.
Dave Sarah. Oh, you're mean. Just because he's in the chat doesn't mean you have to pick on the poor guy. How dare you? But yeah, you see how much he's balding pretty quick, man. He's really losing his
forehead
hair.
has gotten really high, really fast.
Yeah, he doesn't have that straight across haircut anymore. No, I don't
Can't afford his Propecia anymore.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like he has plugs, but they're just like falling out one by one. No, he really has. Like,
they're coming unplugged.
Well, hello from a.
Yeah, just like MTV, right?
Yep.
Across the pond, this is the world famous stuttering John Melendez saying hello to Phil and saying congratulations,
Phil
on
McGroin.
your engagement.
Fuck you, Phil McGroin.
I know you're a fan of my hit song, I Feel Small, so let me do a little bit for you.
Oh.
I don't want to lose your love tonight.
I feel so small. I can't remember it now.
Jesus Christ.
Hello, Philip. How are you? This is the world famous stuttering John Melendez.
Oh my!
I hear you're a big fan of my hit song, I Feel Small. So let me do a little bit of that.
Welcome to the world's famous John Melendez, and I will sing you my best song. My wife used to say this to me. That's where I came up with this song. You feel really small. You feel really small, and I don't want to have any more sex with you.
I don't think
that was the entire time. That was the working title before I changed it a little.
Hit song? No, I don't think you're in yet. Nope, that's not it. No,
I don't feel anything.
Nothing.
What is that? Who are you gonna get off with that thing?
For you. I feel so small, only 3 feet tall. I feel real tiny, like a baby's honey.
When I'm in your vagina. All right.
God, was that two cuts?
Christ.
Right, the first time when he forgot the lyrics.
Yeah,
and then he did the second. So how did we see?
He just kept it going. He didn't make a new one. He just kept it rolling.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's the level we're at. Did Did you think Stuttering John would actually fucking fulfill his obligations correctly?
I thought it was a new one. I was wondering how the hell, why would he upload that?
His obligation includes a blooper reel. Not everybody gets that.
That's every reel he does is a blooper reel.
Yes.
Oh yeah, let's do this one.
Stuttering John. Don't believe the imposters. Just joining TikTok for the first time. So I'll be posting here periodically. I hope to get some followers again. Stuttering John Melendez, Howard Stern Show, and Jay Leno. I'm here.
He looks like he
now.
You can't.
Of a school with a raincoat on.
Dude, no, like you cannot hear what the fuck he's saying. He's in the loudest restaurant there ever was.
Oh, that's a restaurant.
With that dumb looking face. What's that face, dude?
He's got
That's
like
amazing.
stroke face though. Look at the left side of his face.
Yeah.
Like it's all hanging down.
Yeah, that eye,
got
that superorbital
eye and the
bridge
lip.
there. Yeah.
I got my positive. Ew.
Guy
How hammered is he?
He's gone full dice, eh?
Excuse me.
Hey. Oh wait, yeah. Am I doing it wrong? Yeah, I'm retarded.
Yeah,
sorry. I'm Popeye. This ain't a man.
Waiting for my connecting flight to Florida. So I thought I'd come have a few cocktails. So for all of you out there, go.
Okay, all right, thank you. Have a good day. Happy New Year, Lisa.
Kettle on martini, dry, no vermouth, olives.
Oh, vermouth, and I'm not smooth. Oh,
there's a picture that should be in every post office in the nation right there. Keep your kids away from this dude.
Right.
Exactly. Or he'll turn them trans and he'll add a dick to them or something. He'll smell their you ever smell your daughter's queefs? Yo, son. God damn it. I'm a retard. Sorry, folks. Sorry.
What kind of ice cream do you like?
I got a quarter in my pocket.
Yeah, might have a whole roll of them. Go get him.
TikTok world. Yeah, he's like OJ of TikTok. Like, hello, TikTok world. It's your buddy, John Melendez.
Hey, kid, get these quarters out of my pocket and then go do my laundry.
Exactly. All right. Big Black's bitching as he does, as one does. Is this the trolling one, you fucker who's yelling at me and won't come on my show now, apparently? Very rude of you. I feel like you stole something from me, but that makes sense because you're black. Ha, sucker. Okay, exactly. Here we go.
I have
I'm
my
Big
wallet.
Black. We'll see if we can run your ass off tonight. Jerk. How dare you? You said no in the chat. I assumed it was about coming on the show, but maybe you might have been talking about something totally different. And I'm yelling at you now for because you hurt my feelers. You got my feelers. You made me feel, Big Black. You made me feel.
This is the world famous Stuttering John. Thank you so much for your cameo. Now let's see. Why do I continually threaten to fight people? Well, I'm assuming you're American. So what happened after the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor? Didn't we declare war on Japan and Germany? Didn't we? I believe so. So when somebody does something rotten to somebody else, I believe in justice. Therefore, when these assholes harass the fuck out of me, harass my goddamn mother and my children and my family and friends, then I'm going to do something about it. Did I not go to Fatty Patty's house? Yes, I did. Did I go to Pinky's house? Yes, I did. Did they
in the road?
No, because they big pussy boys. They big pussy boys. So, getting back to my war analogy. As you can recall, We fought the South
driving.
in
I don't actually think he is. Nothing's moving behind him.
the Civil War. Didn't we fight the South?
Oh, okay, you're right. No, people must have been walking by or something back there. Yeah, the truck next to him's not moving.
He's like that Japanese soldier they found on the islands like years after the war ended.
Shouldn't he be outside squeezing the windows on
war ended.
He's fighting a war that, man, has ended a long time ago.
Right.
His kids are almost
especially-
30.
Can you imagine considering now that he's not even on the internet, like the YouTube channel doing that shit? It's like he still has to carry on this nonsense. It's going to carry with him to the day he dies. Yeah, Yingwei.
And he's late for everything. Cameo would have been great 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
I'm waiting for the owner of that Benz to come, drag him out of the car, put the squeegee in his hand, and tell him to get back to work. Because he looks like he should be cleaning the windshield. Look at him. I mean,
He's in a Mercedes. Come
Like a
on, man.
2011 Mercedes.
But you're right. He joined TikTok 3 days before it's going to get banned.
Yeah, exactly.
Enjoy, John.
Perfect. No, I what the fuck is he doing? Why is he filming these from like straight from the fucking gym? Is the time that you take out of your day to do a cameo. You wouldn't go home and like clean up and get dressed halfway nice, because I know he does that every day, right? Now that he's not on YouTube, I'm sure he does that, right? Like change his clothes and stuff.
There might have been a show on the internet earlier tonight that showed him doing a cameo from his house and all the crap behind him. Empty beer cans, dishes, paper plates.
Sounds about right.
I noticed he didn't have a green screen behind him, so that's got to happen. He's going to screw that up.
I just don't understand why you wouldn't set it up halfway decent and at least have just a white wall behind him or something simple. You know what I mean? Jesus criminy, dude. Like anytime you talk to people and you got your face there, like just make sure everything. But it's not hard to check. It's right there. It's in your fucking camera.
Didn't we fight the British in the Revolutionary War? In other words, sometimes when people do you wrong, they deserve what they get. And I'm a man that serves justice cold. Ask Crazy Cabby, may he rest in peace. Ask AJ Benza. Ask Ralph Sorella, may he rest in peace. As far as the frog goes, well, I'm not going to promote those idiots, and they don't have 10 grand. I guarantee you. They don't have 10 grand.
He did it again. What the fuck? Check this out, dude. Again, he spit something out of his mouth. And I can't believe he just said, like, the karma line, right? Yeah, how good is Cabby and AJ Benza doing, huh? How are those guys?
I guarantee you. They don't have 10 grand. I guarantee you. Idiots. And they don't have 10 grand. I guarantee you. They don't have 10 grand. I guarantee you. Stuttering John saying, yeah.
Disgusting human being. That's horrible, man.
He is
like
gross.
every video, he's got shit flying out of his mouth. That's disgusting.
You know, you get old, your teeth get messed up, and that's what happens. And he's always been kind of a spitterer.
A spitterer. I like that. That's a good word. I use fake words all the time. I like making up words as we go. Shades Cow, Quad, given your circumstances, how do you change your smoke detectors? You know I can't do it, Shades. You know I can't do it. How dare you? In that way, I am a black man. So I do understand the black man's plight. You black guys, you can't, you black. Well, let's go fucking full Joey, huh? I got that black blood running through my veins. My blains. I got black blood in my blains. Turn me inside out. I'm black like you boys. Black. You black, I'm black. We all black. We're black.
Hello.
Yeah,
officer.
in that way, you black guys, you can't hear your smoke detectors, but I can hear my smoke detector. I just can't reach it. So in that way, yes, what is that? I understand the struggle. I get the struggle, man. Brother man.
Oh, hello, officer. I hope you're upholding the law this evening. It's wonderful weather we're having, isn't it?
No, I say, what the fuck you pulled me over for, motherfucker?
Honky.
I didn't do nothing. I know how to talk to the cops correctly. I can't breathe. I just go to that automatically every time. All right.
Sorry.
I think that's plenty of racism for one night.
I can't engage in that. I think our
You
black brothers
can,
are
you
oppressed
just
by the
aren't.
police, and we should understand that.
Yeah, we are all oppressed, depressed, and all
Man
of
is
that
sticking
stuff.
it to me I think the man is sticking it to me right now.
We've all got a knee on our necks. You know what I mean?
I am George Floyd.
I too am George Floyd. All right, Schmuel Buckman. Yeah, he's ready to get the fuck out of here before the racism police show up at his house. Schmuel Buckman, check him out on Twitter, YouTube, etc. What do you got coming up, Schmuel?
Good night, guys. So Tuesday, Dave and I will probably do a show this weekend, but on Tuesday, I have the infamous Chaka Khan from Twitter. She's at Myopia Zadora, and I don't know if you remember her, but she is the one that took the pictures of Stuttering John's couch after. She's big in the Dabbleverse. She's a big follower of the Dabbleverse. She knows a lot. She doesn't really appear on shows, and I've got her to agree to do an interview. And how she got
what was
involved.
her other name? That was she
So
using a different name?
She's
when
Chaka
they,
Cone. Chaka
Yeah,
Cone
yeah,
on
yeah.
Twitter. And the actual name of the channel is Myopia Zadora. She's a
I was thinking
Zadora
someone else
look like
took
with
the
glasses.
pictures of the couch, though. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, she took the pictures. She went over and she was
Who
the one
got
to
the
get them, and then
Constitution?
Sheet Shitterson sent them.
Sheet Shitterson. There you go.
Yeah.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Right,
was
he's
a
the
big-
one that she gets all the credit, but
She was
It
one
was-
of the big Shuli Network followers for a while. I remember seeing her name coming up there a lot on the show chat.
right,
Right around the time that happened, or maybe a little bit before that.
right, exactly.
Yes, I
She's been in the DV for a long time, and she's
not dead.
amazingly aware of what's going on, and I think has some pretty good takes on it.
Nice. Yeah. And of course, yeah, Yingwei, what do you got? You got a show coming up tomorrow, correct?
Yes, yeah. Yes, if I live that long. Yes, tomorrow, Honk and I will be doing old farts, talking trash. 2 old farts.
Two old
talking-
farts, right?
Maybe 3 old farts, but I think it's going to be 2. And that's going to be coming up at 8. Tune in. We're going to be talking
You're
trash.
going to talk about old people stuff and
Yeah,
stuff?
garbage. Talking about garbage mostly. 2 boomers talking about the world we live in and how
Sanford and Sons, then? Garbage?
We're talking, seeing today's world, the Dabbleverse, and everything the young people control, seeing that through 2 old assholes' eyes. That's kind of what it's about.
Follow the smell of Ben K to that channel.
Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
right. It'll be follow the
Soup
smell
and
of
crack food, Ben
and
K.
our footprints in the snow will be very wobbly.
But like, what could 2 freaking old guys add to the Dabbleverse that's not already out there, Yingwei?
Well, that remains to be seen.
I had to fight my whole life. I could beat you up even if you had 1,000 knives. Even if you had infinity knives, I would punch you up into the air like a kite. I bet you sleep with the night light, cause you're scared of the dark, cause you stink like a fart. Well, I like your fertile fair with my rounds. You think I won't? I do it all the time. I bet I got more money than Jay-Z. Compared to me, Jay-Z is lazy. Plus Beyonce thinks that I'm cute. It's okay, Beyonce, I think you're cute too. I made out with so many girls. Made out with every girl in the world. I might look small, but I'm not. I don't care if you're big, I'll fight you. Well, I do know that I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls. Cause I best of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stacks, I bet you that she calls.